So early stream, by the way. If anything audio-wise is different, please let me know. We're trying something, which is streaming with the air on, because it is super hot here and it's going to be hot all week. I don't really feel like suffering while hunting Sundarpatan. So, decided to go into the mountains, thought maybe the sight of some pixelated snow would help us. And also I've got the music and stuff turned up to try to help offset that. Nonetheless, appreciate you guys stopping into the early stream. And I have a story to tell you. About 20 minutes ago, I wanted to go shoot a tar, because that was going to be in the thumbnail for today's stream. I'm walking over here. Oh look, a max weight snow leopard track. That's going to be great to start the stream with. And then I closed the game? I don't know what's wrong with me, but there's a max weight snow leopard somewhere on our map, and I want to find it. So that is what we're starting with. Then, assuming we find it, we're going to try to set up a little bit for tar. That's the goal today. We shall see how that goes. 93 high in Michigan today. I think 88, 89 here is what we're looking at. My dad said his showed like 94, but I haven't looked to see what our thermometer says outside. What's up, Nate? Tristan's in here. Bottom Boy's in here. Got a fan on my back. I can't hear much of anything, but hey, fair enough. Speaking of that, I should have set up a fan in here. The air is one thing. Imagine having a heat wave. I heard Britain's having a heat wave as well. Oh, I should have mentioned too, that snow leopard, I got his track like right there. It was moving this way, so I'm hoping we can like maybe stumble into it. Hey, Rusty. What's going on, Mel? I just commented on your video. You still haven't told me where to find the rare tigers. Is that it by chance? No, of course not. Here in Montana, it's 50 and raining. That sounds lovely right now. What's up, Isos? Can I see your stats and perks? Sure. I guess I'm gonna, because I found so many snow leopards on these roads, I guess we're just gonna run the road. As we do that, I'll throw all the different perks up. If you want, you can like screenshot or whatever as we go through them. Skills and perks, yeah, close enough. Do you plan on doing a loadout video? I haven't decided, so I definitely want to do a tiger gun. I feel like that's gonna be the thing that people are most like wanting to do as soon as the map comes out. Got stuck here, so we'll just have that last one on screen for a second. So the tiger guy is going to be priority for tomorrow. I might try to get a loadout done. To be honest, I don't know if I have a good loadout, because I've been carrying this Ganhair rifle the entire time. Which, while good, really isn't the best gun for the map. Gonna need to sacrifice at least 4 pandas to get Mel's info on tigers. I don't know if I can sacrifice a panda. Best map? If you're asking if I think this one is, I think it has the potential to be it. I really do want to see... Oh. I bet you we just found him. Boy, that could be really cool if he's up there. Okay. Anyway, these are one of the things that I was going to talk about in terms of this potentially being the best map. I really want to see when the map releases, just how many people in the community are getting diamonds and rares. I mean tigers, snow leopards, I guess tar, but pretty much everything on the map. I think the most important thing is that it has long-term replayability. And I really do think it does, but it obviously matters. You know, if, what's the best example? If all the diamonds are maybe like, I guess as common as fallow diamonds, for instance, that's not as good. I don't get that impression here. Level 9 has to be. Watch it not even be the max weight one we have. Oh, I guess we just crawled in the range of that? Would have been really awkward if he was walking down here. So again, they like to be near these paths. English or Spanish? English, I guess? Per Adam? No, I will not. What's up, Caligan Man? I'd sacrifice the pandas for that sweet, sweet tiger info. If I didn't have my diamond, I might have to think about it. If you guys haven't seen that video, that was during the stream yesterday with Mel. Really, really cool. Very end of the stream, we have spent a bunch of time on a bunch of different stuff. Do the roar? I will not do the roar. Just watched your rare tiger video. Appreciate you jumping in, man. Did a tiger attack you? Not in this stream, but we had quite a number of tigers attack us during early access here. The best one was our pseudo-melanistic white. That's one of the rare variants. That one attacked us and like straight up ambushed us and killed us. It was awesome. That rare tiger video that Parker just referenced, go and check that out if you want to see it. It was so cool. Just watch it before you started streaming. I'm sad I didn't get to stay for the tiger, but congrats. Thank you, man. It was a cool moment for sure, and I'm just glad it made it, because all I could think of was that stupid yak, and that was right up here too, like, ruining our first hunt. I was like, if this tiger does it, I'm gonna be so mad. One more day indeed, Ribbit. Literally, like, probably what? 16 to 18 hours? Somebody said Steam said 17 hours, and that was a bit ago. Yeah, so probably 16, maybe even less. We need a great one elk, I wouldn't mind. Anything today? So here's what's happening right now. Marion, thank you so much for subscribing, by the way. I really appreciate that. We're about to find out for sure, I think. But right before the stream, I was actually going to shoot a tar to try to make the thumbnail snow leopard and tar. Oh, this is a tar track, speaking of. But I went outside the lodge, and going up this trail, pretty much like right down here, was a max weight estimate snow leopard track. We've only had one of those so far, and that felt like the perfect place to start the stream. Now, I was dumb and closed the game. However, we just had a warning call from a snow leopard right up here, so he's got to be here somewhere. I just heard something. It sounds... Yeah, I thought it was... Whoops. If only we could just shoot that. But I think that snow leopard's close enough we don't want to be doing anything like it. Has anyone gotten a rare snow leopard? Not that I'm aware of, and I can tell you this one's not rare. What I actually picked up was a disturbed veg snow variant, and then I opened the map and saw it was max weight. Okay, he's out of here. So I thought... Yeah, those are snow leopard tracks, meaning he's... Oh, that's perfect. As far as the wind goes, there could not have been a better direction he would have picked. What's up, Izon? Now we're just getting going. This should, assuming that it'll be the same one I found right before I started the stream, this should be a max weight estimate snow leopard track, and I can see us spending forever on this, but hopefully we get him quickly. Okay, he's spooked? Well, that's probably a good sign, but that's the one. You know what? At that point. That is what I came up here for to begin with when I found his track. What degrees in Pennsylvania? Here, I'll pull up my weather app and tell you exactly, because even though we don't need to crouch since we just shot, it's probably not the worst thing to just crouch along. Says 86, it'll be 89 here within about an hour. It's probably a tiny bit cooler here because we live in a creek bottom, but it's warm enough for me. What's up, Drayton? Day's been good. Kyla's finally back home. Went and picked her up at the airport this morning. Had a really weird, like, driving to the airport, I got, like, so sick. I thought I was going to pass out. That wasn't good. But we made it. No accidents. That's a gold. Nice. Obviously, we didn't spot him because I wanted to be on the tracks, but that's decent. And fresh tracks, he might not even heard that. What have I missed? So, we are on the tracks of a max weight estimate snow leopard. We just killed that tar a minute ago. This is... at least, hopefully, the exact type of thing we're trying to find. I've had one of these, it was a mythical. Nothing worse than driving with when that stuff happens. Yeah, I was like hyperventilating, trying to just... It's not like I was on the verge of passing out, but I felt like I was moving that direction, so I was doing like breathing exercises and stuff to just get to the airport parking lot. And then I made it, and I got out, I took Shadow, took her for a walk, and I was good. I don't know what it was. What's up, Christian? Good vibes indeed. If we have the bestest vibes, we might be able to get a diamond snow leopard. We'll see. Do you pay much attention to the NBA? I kind of know what's going on-ish. Saw someone get a caramel. So caramel and snow are the two common variants. No great one tar yet. I bet I haven't killed 40 tar. That was, and maybe will be, part of the plan for today's stream. I gotta go and get all my tiger tents. I have a pretty good idea of where tigers should be for that tiger guide that I want to drop tomorrow. Maybe put some tents up for tar. We're not really gonna try to grind today. I've been saying I want to wait until the map's officially out to start to grind, because then I feel like it's more fair for everybody to have that chance of being first. But we'll shoot some as we go along, you never know. Okay, so why would he do that? Is that actually what happened? 92 here in Florida, but real feels 99? That's pretty toasty. Gets to be about 85 here, and it's just, that's too much for me. And it's going to be more than that all week. Okay, I wouldn't be shocked if that track's lion. Not mountain lion, just lion. Kind of glad no content creators got a great one tar in early access. I think that's better, if I'm being 100% honest. Even if, and I know a couple people have been doing great one grinds for tar, even if they are grinding for it, I just like the idea of the map comes out, nobody's gotten one, everybody gets that opportunity to be first. I think that's good. Feels like 110 in Ohio. Ooh, goodness. I didn't look at our real feel. I'm sure our real feel's in the 90s already, but that's rough. Do you know when the map comes out? Tomorrow. What the heck? Of all things. Like, I closed my game by accident, or by force of habit, really, before I started the stream. Come back, find them pretty quick. Last thing I thought was that we'd lose the tracks. I do not understand Fahrenheit. 30s? 32-ish? What's up, Danger Power? Do you keep the trophies from early access? Yes, that is one of the reasons that I've been hitting early access so hard. And I think that's a really good thing in terms of, like, guides and stuff. What's up, Outdoor Diamonds? Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that, man. Hope you're doing well. And Matthew, thank you for subscribing. Okay, try this again. Did it just actually go... See, like, for some reason it's not popping up on the Hunter Mate. But kind of this way is what it says. Knuckles with the subscription as well. Thank you, thank you. I missed one earlier then. No, I got them all. Okay, something played twice or whatever. Nonetheless, thank you guys for subscribing. How come you never hunt Australia? You're talking about Emerald Coast? The biggest issue I have with Emerald Coast is that pretty much all male animals have the same weight estimate. Basically, all your sandbar are 270 to 300 kilo. Basically, all your rusa are... What even is the max? 172 or something? 156 to 172 is the estimate, I think. Most hog deer are 43 to 50. And so on. This, what we're doing right now, I think is a huge part of the Hunter Call of the Wild. Finding a max weight track and going and tracking the animal down. And you can do that on Emerald Coast, but it's like your percentage chance of it being even remotely decent is not good. It just takes away part of the fun for me. What's up, Elite? Rate Call of the Wild from 1 to 10? I'd give it like a solid, as a hunting game goes, like a solid 8. It's not as, like, say, realistic as I would prefer. Like, I play the Hunter Classic, I think it's more realistic. But I'd say the Hunter Call of the Wild is more fun. So, yeah, somewhere around 8 I feel like is a good rating. Quit your screaming. The weights on the new animals are weird? Why so? This dude's running forever. I've never heard of such a thing, Mel. What time do you think it'll come tomorrow? Early morning Eastern time, typically. I got this, like, amalgamation of a quarter of Kyla's Mountain Dew from driving home, a quarter of another one, an old Mountain... Yeah, it was my Mountain Dew that I had 2 sips of because I was dying.
I did drop it.
Nice. Do you think we have melanistic snow leopards? Probably. Most animals have albino and melas, so that makes sense. Nobody's gotten any to confirm, though. By the way, it was you, right, that you had a post in the official Discord about not wanting to maybe grind tar or hunt tar because they're just called tar and not Himalayan tar? I think that was your thing, and it also bugs me that they're not called Himalayan tar. Have you tried the Black Mountain Dew? No. See, all these animals went this way, and I'd almost think the path that the snow leopard's going to want to take is going to be down here, too. And by the way, he has run from, like, here all the way and just hasn't stopped. That might be good. That is you. Yeah, it also bugs me, man. I totally get it. Like, the whole time leading up to the map, we had the idea that it would be in the Himalayas, and I was calling him Himalayan tar in so many videos. Why does the name matter? I guess just for, like, accuracy, right? It's kind of like, in Way the Hunter for a while, the elk in Ned Spurs Valley were just called elk as opposed to Rocky Mountain elk. And it's just like, there's multiple kinds of elk. Just call them the right thing. It's just like a dumb, almost OCD-like thing. And I'm not, I know there's that thing where everybody says they have OCD. Now, was that there a minute ago? because I didn't see it. This dude's gonna be a problem. We might just run at least a little bit and try to figure out what is going on here. Stacy, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate that. Matters for immersion, I get that too. And Brayden's subscribing as well. Thank you, man. Like, this is crazy. I have tracked them before, and they are extremely elusive, but their tracks are not, I don't think, supposed to be impossible to find. Finding it weird too, though, like, we're not getting the cone on the tracks. Are you tracking a 9? We're tracking a max weight estimate. I'd like to think he's acting like a 9 in the sense that he's running forever, but I have no idea. Legitimately, like right before the stream, I picked up his track, and then I accidentally closed the game, which was really dumb. Started the stream up, went in the direction his tracks were, found him pretty quick, but he is not being easy to find. Are finding tar zones similar to finding mountain goat zones? I find tar zones easier than I find mountain goat zones, but to be fair, I don't hunt, oh there it is. I don't hunt a lot of Silver Ridge Peaks where mountain goats are now. What's up, Cross? Thank you for the super chat, man. Very much appreciate that. How many great ones do you have? I have 2. Nice. If you don't mind my asking, which, I see what happened here. So he went back to his zone. This might be good. Anyway, which great ones do you have? So I'm at 5. I have 1 of everything minus tar, since tar are now basically in the game. How much will the map be on release date? So the map's going to be $11.99 US, but on all platforms, there's going to be a 20% discount. So I think the price actually comes out to $9.59 or something like that. I don't know if it's just release day, first week, whatever, but if you're interested in getting the map, you want to save, you know, $2, a little more than that, might as well get it early. Is that what did Pizza say? Map releases 5 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. Says 14 hours away on Steam. Somebody has been saying that too, though, that there's like a countdown thing to when it releases. I don't know where that shows.
Oh yeah, it says approximately 14 hours.
So 5 a.m. Eastern-ish. That's pretty typical. Sometimes the releases come out a little bit later, 5:30, 6, 6:30, but that's about what they usually go for. What's that in Canadian? I don't use the Canadian dollaroos to know, unfortunately.
Translate it yourself. Google's free.
Is it harder to get a diamond mountain goat or bighorn? Probably mountain goat. Since mountain goat don't drink, I don't think I've killed a diamond mountain goat since they drink. I've killed 2 5s. They both trolled, but that also is a thing. Bighorn will troll, but I'd say less than mountain goat. What time do you think it'll be live tomorrow? I don't know. Hopefully early. I think what I'm going to try to do this week is plan on waking up decently early. I don't know, 5 a.m., something like that. Recording before it gets absurdly hot out. And then, you know, maybe streaming later on in the day. So, provided that my tiger guide's done tonight and, you know, oh, he's all the way over there. So he is going to his zone. But anyway, provided that I don't have any issues there, yeah, hopefully sometime, maybe mid-morning. Did I see the way the Hunter update? I did. When's the map come out? Bunch of questions asking the same thing there, so I can answer them all at once. Basically, 14 hours from now, 5 a.m. Eastern. Please ping a message. I'll ping you. Let me, if I can get this snow leopard, it'll be a little bit easier. Then I'll try to do it. Just remind me when we get it. I'm not going to say if. We're going to get it. This would be the rarest diamond? I'll be really intrigued to see. This is another one, because Mel has 2 diamond snow leopards, and I don't want that to sound like, oh, they're common. Mel is the only one with diamond snow leopards, and she has, like, more than 100 hours in this early access. She has absolutely been hunting the heck out of Nepal. I want to see what the community gets here when the map comes out. Because I'm curious if they'll be more rare than diamond, mountain hare, bobwhite quail, things like that. I kind of expect them to be, but it'll be pretty soon, I think, we'll have definitive information. Cross, thank you again for the super chat. Got a fallow and a red deer. Nice. Couple of the cooler looking ones. Antler-wise, anyway. Mel is gooder. Yes. Really convenient if this thing would call again. I mean, I asked for that. It's amazing how you just can't see the things. Oh wow, I actually found cover there for a second. There's like no cover on this map. Hope tiger hunting on multiplayer won't be broken like aggressive wolves. Mel and I didn't have any issues yesterday. They acted like tigers do in single player, best I could tell. So he has to be like there. It's not a great place to go, but I kind of think we're gonna go up above him a little bit more. Ask and you shall receive, for real. What is the rarest diamond? I'd say arguably right now, probably mountain hair. Come on, legendary. I'm gonna like scream into my microphone if it's a legendary, just so you guys know. I'm gonna be considering turning off the air conditioner because then I can record it and the video will turn out better. But I guess I can deal with it. Oh, no way. A 5 medium albino bighorn which trolled in multiplayer? That's the worst. Here's the solution though. You put it in your lodge, and in your mind you just say it was a really big 4. That's what I would do. If you'd purred at him, you would have seen him, just saying. Never gonna live it down. Mel gotta chill. Mel has a guide on like every species though, and to be able to do that, you really do have to hit the map hard. Is multiplayer better for diamonds? And that's a tough question to answer. Like, so if you want a specific species diamond, I'd say you're better off in single player. At least with most animals. For instance, now he's down there. Can we see him though? I'll come back to that, I promise. Big Children, am I reading that right? Thank you for subscribing. This thing right there. He's in a great spot to spot him. Spot. If we can figure out where he is. I thought I marked that. There is not a lot of cover down there. Fred, thank you for becoming a Shusty, by the way. New member alerts for some reason just will not work here on YouTube. Nonetheless, I appreciate the support. Be sure to join the Discord as well. Link up your YouTube. Get the member role and enjoy the green name and emojis in chat. So if we walk, at the very least we shouldn't be able to spook him. Come on, he has to be like... My biggest concern is if we don't spot him here. He was just down there. These tracks are going to become a mess. Level 9 piebald leopard. Well, we know he's snow variant, although I guess spotted, so that kind of works. Oh, there he is. Dang it. Well, you know. We need the respawn nonetheless. He ran so far to be a 7. I can't even be mad though. Like, I kind of think it's a good thing. It shows how rare the 9s are going to be. Do you like the snow leopard? I absolutely love him. Even though this guy was rude and led us all around the map for like 20 minutes. They're so elusive. What video was that? I just killed like a level 5 in the blue sheep video, I think? The second diamond blue sheep video? It was super close range. And when they are that elusive. When you finally get that close to them, it's an experience. I think that's gonna be a vital anyway. One more respawn. And maybe we can go and pick up our tents and try to do some tar figure. And honestly, 20-something minutes to figure out where that guy was, not bad. Do we know what time the map's coming out? Around 5 a.m. Eastern. Do you like the snow leopard model or the tiger model better? I actually like the snow leopard model better. Not to say the tiger model is in any way bad. I think they nailed the tiger model. I think they maybe nailed the snow leopard model even more. It's just... it's so good. Which you more proud of, the diamond tiger or the rare? I think... I like the looks of the rare more, but... most creators got a rare tiger during early access. There's only a couple that ended up getting a diamond tiger, so... that seems to maybe be more rare. They're just... I think that's the first one we've shot laying down. They are so cool. I need a diamond or a rare for that multi-mount with our diamond blue sheep. So bad. God, 2.5 kilometer track. And keep in mind, the last, like, bunch we didn't track. We, like, followed him along. Okay. So this will take a minute, and I was going to do it before the stream, but I picked up his track, the whole thing. We're going to go and pick up all our tents so that we can try to put them in some tar areas. The tails are so cool. They nailed them. Like, they're perfect. Top 3 model in the game. I totally agree. The only thing I don't like when they're alert, like, their head, like, sinks into their neck a little bit. Maybe that's a decent way to say that. And it looks a little funny. So, flip that to that. Gonna be a lot of fast travel in a short period of time, but at least we'll have all of our tents so we can set them up. Can today go faster? Hopefully the stream can help to make things go faster. I don't know how long we're going to be live. I don't think it's going to make any difference whether I'm live or not live as to how hot it gets in here, so we might as well go for it. The only thing is, like I said, I got to make that tiger guide, so I can't be on all evening. You can see I've had this loadout since before the 300 AR came out. Dylan, thank you for subscribing. Oh, you have 50 tents? I do, but I need to pick up these ones so that we can place new ones. Do you keep map progress from early access? Yes. Oh, I was talking about that, and then that snow leopard showed up. We also have Jesse Roberts subscribing. Thank you. Very much appreciated. Let me see if we can get this. Not a good shot. There we go. Okay, so map progress thing. I've been a part of a lot of early accesses over the years, and some of them we've been able to keep our progress, some we haven't. I find that on maps that we can't keep our progress, it gets to be, let's say the layout was the same, so it gets to be Saturday night, Sunday, Monday, and I'm like, do I really want to go and put in like a bunch of time? Like, do I really want to go and risk killing like a super rare snow leopard and then I can't keep it? And it makes me play it less. From a content perspective, obviously playing more is good, but also from a guide perspective, whatever information I'm able to put out there is going to be better because I've got way more time in the map, and I'm incentivized to do so because I can keep whatever I find. I think that's the better, like, way to go about it. Pin it. Oh, yeah, gotcha. I need to, it's so annoying the way OBS works, but I'll get it. Go to my own thing. I'm also going to grab and go. It's gonna be so weird not having tents down here. That message is gone, by the way. Chat summary. People are chatting about the new COTW updates, trophy collection, weapon effectiveness, maps, and gameplay advice. Thanks, AI. Okay. I think I did it. I see it. Good. What state are you from? Pennsylvania. Born and raised. Your PC broke? Well, that's not good. How big is the update? My download was 30 gigs, 20, 28 gigs, something like that. So, I don't know what it'll be on console. I know console update sizes are typically pretty big. What's going on, Soup? The chat summary is super broken. I haven't seen it be too far off. Usually it's relatively close to what actually seems to be happening. Will there be a new trophy lodge? At least not with this update. Are you saying you got that, Torfin? I'm guessing you meant non-sig links, but either way. Favorite animal? At the moment, it's probably snow leopards. Even though that one just, like I said, led us on a wild leopard chase. They're, to me, like something in Call of the Wild that's extremely rare. Hello. Oh, wait. There we go. Anyway, something in Call of the Wild that's extremely rare just, like, captivates me. It's the same thing about, like, trying to get one of every diamond in the game, even if it's mountain hare that are really annoying and bobcats and Eurasian widgeon, things that I struggle with. When you finally get them, I think it's cool. So at the moment, they're definitely my favorite. Any free features in the update? So we don't have the patch notes yet. I'm imagining there's a whole bunch of stuff fixed. As far as the immediate things that pop into my head, it would be the Water Buffalo remaster, the Black Buck remaster, new rares for Black Buck, stuff like that. Griff, thank you for the super chat. Console players switching from PC, care to share your build specs? Would love some input from the chat as well. Soup actually just did the PC specs command there. That will get you the exact specs of my PC rather than me trying to spit them all out and not remember stuff. Do I get early access to videos if I become a member? Yes. Typically it'll be 5 to 7 hours early access. The Diamond Tiger video came out at like 6:45 this morning or something, so that one was a little bit more than normal. It depends on how quickly I can get the videos edited and stuff, is basically how it works. Hey, K-Flow. And back just got the phone with a company rep based out of Pittsburgh. I think she actually lived not far from your neck of the woods. Oh, really? You should have told her I was just up there in Pittsburgh doing whatever she needed done. If it would make your job easier anyway. What's going on, Blackout? Thank you for the super chat. New weapons in Wayne Hunter kind of weak. Are they? I really hope they're not. The 375 got me excited. I don't know when I'm going to get to mess with it, but... Are you asking me that, dude? If so, we could do the PC specs command again in chat, but that literally lists the whole thing. Do you do member exclusive videos? I think I had one at one point. I'm pretty sure I ultimately ended up releasing it. I don't typically do it though. It's not something I have like a lot of time for. I'm also not really big on, like, here's the thing. Early access to videos, the Discord role, the emojis and all that. I feel like that's a good way to like kind of say thank you for the support. What I don't like with doing members only videos is like, hey, if you pay me, you get more stuff. Like, I feel like that crosses a not logical line, ethical line that I don't want to cross. About 1,000 kills into the fallow grind, praying for the great one soon. Hopefully you get it. I have had, and this happens to Kyla too, like I've had a lot of right before a new map release, or right before I gotta go on vacation or whatever. I'll get a great one or a diamond I've been after or whatever. Maybe you can get it before the map comes out. It's at least worth a try. You're also hunting? What kind of mod? No, it's fine. Gotta go to work in this heat. That does not sound fun. I don't understand how a 350 round is weaker than a 300 round. Do they measure different things? Did they say anything about like the actual cartridge or the load? Because you can load rounds so differently. That would be part of what could make it confusing, but I think that might actually be accurate. What's the rarest diamond in Verhunga? Probably scrub air? Ooh, it snowed. Good. 300 is caliber, not powder load? Yeah, exactly. A 300 Win Mag is a beefy round. Which I want to say both 300s in Way the Hunter are Win Mags. What time do Tigers drink? So it's 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. Did I got a thing I need to do. It's important, I promise. So I don't like... Does the customization even work on tents now? They broke it for a little bit, but I don't like how this tent looks, and before we set up a bunch up, we're gonna change them. Where are you doing the fallow grind? I think most people do it on tape. Rarest diamond, definitely not mountain hare, exactly. What have I missed? So we tracked a max weight estimate snow leopard pretty much the entirety of the stream up to this point. Turned out to be a level 7, which was a little annoying, but happens. So now what we're actually doing is going and starting to maybe try to learn a little bit about tar locations. I'm not really going to try to grind for tar right now. Sure. But I want to start to set up some tents and just at least have a, oh, it does work. Have like a baseline. So hopefully we can do some tar grinding streams this week. Bright pink, it would make it easier to find them. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to try to wander along. I do have some zones, well actually a good number of zones discovered, but ideally seeing them in their zones is going to help. Favorite fur type of anything, or... I'm thinking like... How about pseudo-melanistic white target? Tartar? What? We're hunting tar. Don't know what happened there. Tiger? What did the hare do? They liked me better. Easiest diamond in Sundarpatan? Blue sheep, I would guess, unfortunately. I have 3 diamond Nilgai, but I don't find that that's everybody else's experience. I also haven't hunted them that much. They just kind of were there. Early access in Finland, you got a Melanistic Lynx. It was a level 6, I think. I do remember that. We did not keep the Rebentui stuff, so I was kind of bummed about that. He was a gold. Targer? That'll just make it easier to put in the title. There's a bunny. What we're hunting. I'll just combine 2 species and away we go. Alright, that is a Tarzan. Oh, there's a thick one there. Like, I'm gonna just reset the time because we're like right here. I'll just make it the evening window. I want to know what that is. Leopards will be as popular to hunt as tigers, so they will eventually not be so rare. Maybe. The thing about them is they move every time that you shoot one. Well, that was the dumb way to say that. The zones move. The respawns will be somewhere else. So there's never like a super consistent way of like, alright, all I gotta do is go here, there's gonna be another snow leopard, there's my respawn, kill it, move on. You gotta go and find them every single time. I have never heard of that bottom boy. Seems to be a lot of bunnies. I don't think there's a location on the map that the bunnies don't inhabit. They are all over the place. Oh, now you did a pizza. Did you do that just to make your Way of the Hunter video? I just started the game and was wondering what is the best map to hunt for beginners. So, story-wise, Leighton Lakes and Hirschfelden do a better job of like trying to guide you along as a beginner. If you don't really need that aspect of it, Te Awaroa is probably the most beginner-friendly. There's nothing on that map that you can't ethically take with your starting weapons. Okay, so I don't see the tar down there. That's pretty typical. I might put... Do I need a tent here, though? I'll start with one here. If we don't place tents, I have a bad habit of being like, I don't need one. And then I need one. Nice, Delta. The Diamond Tiger was insane last stream. I legitimately can't believe that happened. Like, if I'm not mistaken, right? There was a... Was it a female tiger, or it might have been like a small male? It, like, went aggressive, and then it turned and fled, and I shot it like 5 times running away, and I believe my exact quote was, "You made us have to go find another one, this wasn't cool enough." Something like that. And then the other one was the level 9. Like, I thought of that last night, like, oh, actually, I shouldn't have even found that during that stream. It was only because the other one didn't go aggressive that it even happened. I'm going to try one more thing. I'm going to fast forward the time. We'll just go to 1500. That's not how you do it, but sure. And I want to see if the tar are down there. It's only just in the interest of, like, trying to have some proof of concept. Don't see him yet. And this is why I thought we would do this on stream, because it feels like it could be a very lengthy thing. Alright. Now I am going to make it morning. I know this is annoying. But we might as well... They feed back-to-back, I think 4 to 7, 7 to 11. That way we can just have tar feeding for a while. 16 tigers and 8 leopards. I don't think the 8 leopards is confirmed. That's kind of just a thought, though it's a good one, to be fair. That seems close. Probably the best early access coverage ever. I think all the excitement around this map, going a year since the last map, and then just the species, the quality of the map, let's say. It's made for so much more motivation to make more content. And I don't think... I'll just speak for myself, but I don't think that I'm the only one with that opinion. Best map for rares? Like, Te Awaroa, because fallow deer, I guess. Emerald Coast, actually, because fallow deer and axis deer. And rooster deer. Yeah, I'd probably say Emerald Coast. There's a lot of piebalds. I can't believe I have to buy this map. I know, what a shame. They should rework lions with the changes to tigers. They probably have to do... Boy, is it hard to see without the light. They'd probably have to do, at least some new AI, like, lions don't hunt like that, so it wouldn't be super realistic. I wouldn't mind, though, if they were far more confrontational. You know, Tyler, somebody finally had the chutzpah to do it. What are we hunting? So basically what we're doing right now, for one, is hoping to get tar, blue sheep, whatever. But we're also going along, hopefully, finding some of our tar zones. And we're going to be setting up tents in locations where we can hopefully start to grind for Great One tar as of, I guess, tomorrow. Do you want a mellow lion? Do you mean a mellow Africa lion? Just to... You're not asking me if I want a mellow mountain lion? I'm assuming you're asking if I want them in the game. There's never been a confirmed one in real life, but I believe there's never been a confirmed albino tiger or mellow tiger, and we have those, so yeah, give us mellow lions. I want the female lions to act like tigers, that would work. Thank you, window. Screw this heat, it's stupid hot. I don't know if we're quite the stupid hot yet, but we're moving there, I feel you, man. What do you think about the new Remington guns? I haven't gotten to mess with them yet, but somebody earlier said they're kind of weak, and I really hope that it's not all of them are kind of weak. Does multiplayer Sundarpatan release tomorrow? Like, the official release of the map is tomorrow. What's up, Double? For the first time, it's raining here instead of being 100 plus. Well, that's a improvement. What's the #1 rare you want on this map? I think albino tiger. I don't know what rares, if any, exist for snow leopards. Is there anything in the game that doesn't have rares, though? There's like 2 species that don't have rares, so I'm going to assume snow leopards have rares. Depending on what they look like, rare snow leopard could be on the list. See, like, it was right there, and I still couldn't see it. So I don't know if, oh, I just saw it. I don't have an ethical weapon, mostly because I want to kill these things when we see them and not track them. Well, that still wasn't super effective. But, anyway. I'd like to think I'll be able to tell if one's a rare. So that one was, like, down here. Probably, like, here-ish would be a decent place. This is going to be a work in progress. We're going to have to move tents and stuff. What species don't have rares? I was thinking there was a rabbit species. They might all have rares now. Scrub hair only have like light gray, which is the most bizarre rare ever. Black bears do. Black bear didn't used to. That might be the other one I was thinking of. How hot where we live? About 90. What's your start for Great One grinds? Just kill all low levels. In theory, leaving low levels is good. What I do is I just go around and try to find a bunch of zones and set up tents. The long-term goal is to find zones that are consistent with their respawns. Meaning, every time I come there and every time I shoot a tar, in this case, when I go there the next time, there will be another male tar in his place. That's basically, in my opinion, the most important thing. If it takes me longer to get to those zones, if they're more, you know, brushy or whatever, that's something I can work around. But if they're giving me new tar every time I go there, then you can work with it. 105, goodness gracious. Is it going to be all week for you too? Do tar roam much? I haven't hunted the species with, I haven't hunted, I guess, any species, or the species plural, I see. With no drink zone, are they still in zones? Do you know how feral goats will walk around when they're drinking? Tars seem to do that when they're feeding. I don't know if they do it when they're resting, but they kind of just, like, they move somewhat slowly across the mountains. Surprised that AW didn't give the content creators at least a list of rares, because you could shoot one and not have any idea. Yeah, yeah, the rabbit you mentioned is a good one. What was the one Mel told me? Dark plumage type female hazel grouse is a rare. Those are things that a lot of people just wouldn't even realize. So I definitely agree with that. But I also get why they let people find the rares. Like, it is kind of cool. So the next thing I really want to do up here is quite good. Really, we're better off just running there, I think. And that's, I'd say, generally better. More miles on the boots and less miles on the fast traveling lets us find better zones. Or more zones. It's like hot, dry here in Kansas, 98 with 54% humidity. Even 54%. That adds to it for sure. Favorite fur for the tiger? I really do like the albino. That one really got my attention when they showed it. The pseudo mellow white with the darker stripes. That one, maybe outside of albino, was my favorite, and we happened to get that exact rare. Finally got my first rare on the fallow ground. Nice. Just rained here, and now it's like a sauna outside. Ew. That sounds gross. How much is the map going to cost? It was going to be $11.99 US. It'll be 20% off on all platforms when it releases. So that brings it down to right about $9.59. Favorite Great One Tar fur? As far as the visuals, I don't know. What was it just Fabled Gold? The first one. But as far as, like, the story and stuff, which, not that there's a story with the Great Ones, but the Fabled Scars, I just love the thought of, like, that thing up there surviving a snow leopard attack. And, you know, eventually you hunt it down. Dark Mode, thank you for subscribing. How are you so calm when you got the Diamond Tiger? I'd say just because I've had so many attack. I had a pretty good idea of what to expect. Now each one can be a little bit different. But since he stalked around us like that, even with no spotting outline, it wasn't too terribly hard to, you know, just get a good broadside shot. Are they going to make another weapon pack after the map releases? That's generally their schedule, I would say, yeah. Hey, Onion Cupcake. Opinion on herd management. So my opinion on herd management is generally kind of, I'll say, evolved over the last, I guess stuff really kind of took off with it like maybe a year and a half ago. So let's say over the last 2 years. It's not something I try to do like a ton of, but it's also something that we all recognize works. If you look across the community, those who, you know, really herd manage get, on average, far more Great Ones than anyone that's, say, Great One grinding and not herd managing. So, what I'm ultimately getting at is, if we know it works, grinding and, like, actively choosing not to herd manage is kind of just making it more difficult on yourself. So, I try not to get too bogged down with, like, I gotta shoot this one because it's below a certain weight estimate, or I gotta leave this one because its level's the right thing, or whatever. But if I see a level 1 male, I leave it. That's pretty much as complicated as I let mine get. Well, Petey, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that, man. Glad I can finally catch a stream. Glad you can make it in. I appreciate the support and the super sticker. So these zones down here, that's a 4 though. They're difficult. I think it's a light brown. I imagine at some point they feed up top, but I don't even know how we set up a tent for that. Like down in there? Seems like it's just not something we could easily do. If I see a diamond tiger, I'm falling out of my chair. I think I'll do that with a snow leopard personally. Like 5 a.m. tomorrow, Nick. 5 a.m. Eastern, I should say. Least favorite and most favorite Great One species. Least will be red deer because they have the least variety. Most favorite, I think moose. We'll see what kind of horn varieties the Great One Tar have, but moose have, I think, the best variation. Would have been a gold, but, you know, obviously 300 AR will prevent such things. Thanks, T-Kayak. Another one bites the dust. I'm sure we're at like 40, 42 now, or some really low number. That's counting females. Whitetail great one's still on top. If they had furs, because they could do whitetail furs, it could be really neat. Nick, thank you for the 5 Get the memberships, man. I really appreciate that. We've got the Brown Yeti, Double Buddy, Cameron Ryland, and Fisher Stringham. I think I said those correctly. If you guys are here in chat, be sure to thank Nick for the gifted memberships. Join the Discord, link up your YouTube, get the member roll, and enjoy the green name and emojis in chat. I really appreciate the support, Nick. Thank you once again. Favorite trophy in 2024? Ooh. Great One Moose, speaking of. I don't think I've had anything, like, really special in 24. My Diamond Bobcat was 23. Well, can I count things from this map? That Diamond Tiger was pretty sick. Big gifted membership. What's better, snow leopards or tigers? Depends. Are you patient and willing to potentially go, like, sometimes an hour between encounters? Because if you don't mind that, snow leopards are awesome. They're truly elusive out here, and I love that about them. I think some people are going to hate that they never see them. Like, I legit have killed, I'm going to say less than 20. Not that I've spent my entire time up here in the mountains, but I've been up here a bit. You just don't find a ton of them. Are you sure, Mel? I hear we sound the same. What's up, Daniel? Not gonna lie, I'm excited for the hares. I adore bunnies, gonna try to get all the rares, at least not while kitty chasing. That will be a challenge, I think. Mel seems to have the best keeping track of this, so I'm just gonna ask her. Do you know, Mel, if anybody has gotten a rare woolly hair? I know, was it Pro got the diamond? Taki Tripod, thank you for the super chat. You're my favorite Call of the Wild content creator. One question, what's your favorite quote for the game? My favorite quote. Oh, those are some nice tracks, one. That one's pretty good. The thing I immediately default to is like the original game trailer. Because I don't know who voices Colton Locke, but the guy that does his voice has a fantastic, like, I think Reserve Warden voice. And it's something, he says something like, what's that thing that brings you out here? And it, like, resonates with me, so we'll go with that. Tyler, thank you for the super chat as well, by the way. Next video, 22 versus Tiger. I'm gonna eventually try it. I'm curious, though, if they just flee after, say, 6-7 shots. So we shot a tiger yesterday on stream. Like, I'm not gonna pass this up. We shot a tiger yesterday on stream. That it was charging us. What a shot that was. Hope nobody saw that. So it came after us. I shot it as it was, like, lunging at me. Look at this maniac. Anyway, long story short, I shot it and it didn't continue to attack me. It turned and fled, and Mel said that's relatively typical. So I think eventually if you shoot him enough with a 22, they're just gonna flee. Just gonna stand here and be ready for that. Way to ruin the rump roast? I know, I absolutely smoked it, literally. Good night. Favorite great one, fallow. It'll be the one I have, but it's because it's the one I have. If that doesn't sound pretentious, it's not. It's just because he became my favorite. That's a nice one. Anyway, that would be silver fur, Irish elk, rack. Is disturbed vegetation worth getting? I think so. I was talking earlier about how, like, finding tracks, whether it's max weight estimate tracks or potential diamond tracks and stuff, to me that's a big part of the game. This man doesn't have a brain. Just like, maybe I'll go the other way. Hi. Nice red colored one. Hey Luke, thank you for the super chat. The heat wave in PA is too much. I feel you. Like, this is the first, I have been streaming for like 6 years. This is the first time I've ever run an air conditioner in the same room that I'm streaming in. I just do not feel like sweating all day. And all week, frankly, because I want to stream most days. So anyway, the disturbed veg thing. I think finding, you know, say you pick up a, what's a good example? I had one recently. You pick up a, well, How about you pick up an albino disturbed veg, and it's that Roosevelt elk that I killed on Layton the other day? You may pick up just the footprint of that elk. That was not a max weight as one. It was up to 440 kg, and you think, oh, that's not a diamond, and you let it go. Having the disturbed veg may, save you in some of those moments where you go and track down that rare instead of just never knowing it exists. I feel like I'm melting when I go outside because of the heat wave. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff in the garden to take care of. That is going to be a morning and evening thing, because in the heat of the day, it's going to be a lot. Okay, 12 years later, we're into the area I wanted to be, but at least we killed some stuff along the way. Favorite diamond that we have? Recency bias, but I'll say the tiger for now, because that was pretty cool. Any great one, Yaxy? Yeah, I got 12. You missed it. Got a piebald coyote thanks to the disturbed veg? Yeah, and those are, rare coyotes are hard to come by. Wish Classic had something like disturbed veg, but then rares wouldn't be as special? Yeah, I don't know. It is a useful thing. I think Classic's pretty good as is, though. Saint Zach, I think I'm reading that correctly. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it, man. This is that heat they had Stanley and Zero digging holes in. Oh no, I don't know the reference. Oh no, I'm uncultured. Is it from? Why are you looking at me like that? I have no idea what this is. I was gonna ask if it was holes, but yeah, I've never seen that. Or read it, because it's a book too, right? I'm uncultured. This is embarrassing. It's from Holes? Apparently so. I have seen, the opening scene of it, so I know a little bit about what he's talking about, at least, but I didn't know the names. How do you not know that movie? We didn't watch movies or anything growing up. Occasionally. But we were just outside, to be honest. Who's that meat hunters guy stopping in here? What's going on, man? Try to hunt a diamond albino blue sheep. If I ever find a super rare blue sheep, I will... Well, for one, I'm not going to shoot it with the Ganthair rifle on stream, because I screwed up that diamond a couple days ago. That was rough. But, I will take such care to get that thing, because it would look amazing. Hey, back in my day, we didn't have movies. They started out coming out with these talkies. These kids don't go outside anymore.
You know the thing where it's like, I'm tired of this, Grandpa? That's where that's from.
Oh, I thought that was like a random TikTok.
I'm gonna suck it.
Whoops. Okay, but that's... How would we best go about that? Because I bet you we can't get... Oh, maybe. Think we can get a 10 up there? That might be doable. Will Puma population reset with the update? I don't think so. I think they're just kind of tweaking the AI. White fallow rare, uncommon. Yeah, I think up there's gonna work. It'll be a little bit of a distance, but that's probably not a horrible thing. They're not easy to spot even up close because there's so much brush. It's another thicket. Is this that one? This is the place, huh? We tracked a max weight one for like 87 years a couple days ago. Why does it sound like that? Was it echoing off the rocks? Could you guys hear the sound was different? You're uncommon? An avocado, thanks. What spices will reset? Salt, paprika, cumin, chili powder. I think it's all bear species, so black bear, grizzly bear, brown bear. Both bobcats, that would be Mexican bobcat and just regular bobcat. On New England, black buck, water buffalo. Did I get them all? I think so. No salt reset, oddly enough? Oh, I must have misread. The picture when you spot the tar looks like chamois? I think it looks like a tar. Did I leave a waypoint there? Good. In Ohio, the high is in the 90s for about 2 weeks. Oh, 2 weeks. I hope it ain't that Last I looked, next Sunday was going to cool off here. And we're pretty close to you. Bubba Bear, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Yeah, you can now place tents right on top of zones now. Yeah, I know that. I'm not going to do it. I hate it, to be honest with you. Like, I hope they changed it. But on top of that, I am not 100% sure that will be the most effective thing. Because, just because I wish there was a feed zone here. Let's pretend this track is a feed zone. Just because the zone track is exactly there and I place my tent right here, not that I can, they may be feeding back here when you spawn in, and then they'll probably just flee. So I think being far away will be a reasonably decent grinding method, but either way, I don't like it. Oh, by the way, I was looking at the weather thing. Mine says next Sunday will be 83, and then maybe it's just lying to me, but it's 72 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so that'll be nice. Need a leucistic yak. I'm really wondering if there's multiple variants. Boy, those trees are taller than I thought. That's not good. Hey, Tristan. Is it hot where you at? It is most certainly. Still putting my tent at least 200 meters from the center of the zone? I mean, if I gotta place my tent at 120 or whatever, if that's how it's gonna work, like, so be it, but I'm not putting them at 20 meters. I don't like that. All that said, I know that zone's good because there might have been 2 max weight ones. Is that still the track I'm on? No. But we know there's a max weight one here. We've killed a number of tar there. I'm gonna have to find somewhere we can see down into there, and it might actually have to be from, like, down below or something. Really need a class 9 great one. That'd be an interesting grind. The great one tar I'm really wanting is the snow fur type one. That is definitely one of the best. How far do tents have to be to not spook? Now you can quite literally place the tent on top of the zone. The animals will spook if you move around. But yeah, you can put it at 5 meters, and when you spawn in, the animal will be there. It's 8? What's 8? Straw. Can we get a tent here? We can kind of see over there. It might at least give us, like, a starting point. I don't really want to spend all stream being, like, finding the perfect position. I just want to... I want to have a place we can start, so if we want, say, tomorrow evening, get videos done and everything, I can stream grinding Great One Tar. That's all I want to do with this stream. And, you know, kill snow leopards and blue sheep and stuff. I've seen tents on this. Not here, but on areas that not flat. Fable Scars and Fable Skull on top? Fable Scars I really like. The Skull one I do like. But I feel like maybe that one's the least realistic? I don't know. If it happened, it would be really cool. Why didn't you add your Diamond Tiger to your main lodge? My lodges right now are an absolute mess. I got stuff all over the place. I don't know where I want to put it. I don't know what multi-mount I want to take down. That's the only reason I didn't. It will be there. So, this is a problem. That could be flat enough. What's the hunt this afternoon? So, we're finding tar and placing tents, hopefully in areas that we can semi-effectively grind for them. And then also, if we can find snow leopards, blue sheep, and stuff along the way, we're going to be going for them. We did kill a max weight estimate snow leopard earlier, but it was a 7. Desperately need a bigger lodge? Boy, do I agree with that. Okay, there we go. I am willing to bet at some point a beaver's taking that thing down. Alright, so up along here are some other good spots. I would, for sure before we're done, because I want to kill that max weight one. We need to reset the time. And then fast travel in here, see if he's there. See if we can see him from there, more importantly. We need at least a species filter. Filters in the trophy manager would be amazing. Allowing us to place more species, like, say... What's a good example? Elk on the deer-sized plaques? Ghost from COD? Oh, dear. Working in Huntsville, Alabama, and it's 93 Fahrenheit. Thankfully, only 48% humidity. I guess there's a silver lining there. Those darn mountain beavers, I know. They're the sneakiest of them all. I heard the Oilers got a new mascot suit. Will the map be on PS5? Yes. Do you think the October-ish update will be a new lodge? If so, what theming? I wouldn't be opposed. If they do a new lodge... Oh, hello. I hope it comes along with like a major lodge overhaul. Meaning like a whole bunch of multi-mounts. Maybe customization as to where the multi-mounts sit on the floor. Customization on the where the plaques sit on the wall. Like, really give us full control. Because I think at this juncture, just releasing a trophy lodge and not, say, along with a weapon pack or something, probably wouldn't be enough. As far as, like, keeping the community's attention long term. If they did that, though, it would keep my attention long term. If I could make basically whatever I want out of my trophy lodge, suddenly so many more options open up. Tar call sounds like a kindergarten trying to play the recorder. I still like the idea of the tar just, like, all of a sudden noticing you, and it's just screaming. Ah! A full customizable lodge would be amazing. Like, everybody's lodge would look so unique from one to the next, and I think that would be really cool. Like, whether it's lodge tours, whether it's just, you know, say, all the different content creators, YouTube videos go back to the lodge, and, like, everybody's looks completely unique. Do like Classic even? Classic has, not in their newest lodge, but in the previous 2 or 3 lodges, there's styles, I think they call them. And it's kind of like, it reskins the walls is maybe a way to say it. So, the best example is the Rustic Lodge. There's a couple different styles. The Rustic Lodge is like a log cabin. There's a style that's maybe like, say, oak. There's a style that's like ash, I think. Like the logs in the log cabin themselves change. The railings, there's like a birch, there's a, I think there's a regular oak and stuff. Like, little things like that would be cool too. Bear rugs. I can't remember how this went down. I was on Reventuli, and something happened where I ended up doing my intro differently. But I went and reset the time and saw one of those bear rugs again, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna start my video and say like, hey, we still need bear rugs. And then, for some reason, that didn't happen. Panthers suck. They have some talent. I'm not sure their quarterback is the right answer though. This would be a good spot. However, you may notice there's no tar here. There's tar zones down there, so maybe we gotta drop down a little. Had to leave when you were stocking the max weight snow leopard. How'd that pan out? It went decently well as far as actually getting him. He was just a level 7, unfortunately. But 24 minutes into the stream, we had killed him, which, to be honest, as snow leopards go, not bad. Favorite NFL team? Steelers. We need Euro mounts. That would be another, you know, cool lodge thing. NHL. Oh, there's Panthers in the NHL? Oh. Oops. Steelers country. Let's weld. I like Let's Forge, to be honest. Diamond for Red Fox, the requirement 14 point... Is it 14 flat? 14.05 or something? It's right about 14 anyway. Hey, J-Tac. Kylo's already here, by the way. Was a lengthy drive into Pittsburgh right at 9 o'clock. Quite the traffic, but we made it. How do you want to complete the tiger or leopard? Do you want to complete the tiger or leopard multi-mount first? So like, here's how I think of these questions. In my mind, I can definitely get a diamond Barastenga if I try for a couple of days. I don't know for sure that I can definitely get a diamond snow leopard if I try for a couple of days. So like, my answer to that will be the snow leopard one, because that way I have it done and then I can go get the Barastenga. Was the drive the pits? I don't know. I like semi understand whatever like slang that is. See how they just walk along? I think that could... Was there one right here? Oh, it's a rabbit. I think that could make this grind really interesting. It'll be good in some senses, bad in others. Do you think the Steelers will make a deep playoff run? I think at the very least they'll win a playoff game. Depends on how the seeding works out. If they run into, you know, the Chiefs, say, in the divisional round. Russell Wilson has beat the Chiefs in the recent past, but, you know, obviously with a different team. So can we get a tent somewhere here now? That's probably going to have to go all the way on top, if anything. The piss means it sucks, but it's the piss because Pittsburgh. Now, I understood it, but I didn't know, like... I don't know who uses the term the pits, basically. My Chiefs were all sick for that Broncos game? I'm not gonna lie, that sounds excuses. Sounds like excuses, and they've won like 3 Super Bowls, so... Weak. What time does the map come out? Like 5 a.m. Eastern. Okay, that will work. A little further than I want, but if they walk around like that, it's maybe not the worst thing. Do you use Call the Wild Companion? No, this will sound more like pretentious than I want. I don't really need to, other than like Reventuli birds. I pretty much know like all the max weight ranges and diamond requirements and rare furs and all that kind of stuff. There have been inaccuracies with the Call the Wild Companion app, and not to say like don't use it. It's a great tool. It's just not something I use. Cowboys fans, so you can relate? At least the Cowboys have, you know, put up a little more of a fight in the playoffs. What happened the last time the Steelers played the Chiefs in the playoffs? I think the final score was 42-21. What happened the time before that, though?
We field goaled you to death. It was like 12 years ago, don't bring that up.
Where do you think the tar will rank on your favorite Great One list? 3? I think I'm gonna like, oh, nice. I think I'm gonna like Moose better still, and probably Whitetail for the antler variation. I think for me they're gonna be... How in the world was that? Oh, their lungs are kind of weird. That's a good reason to grind with the 300, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, I think I'm gonna like Moose better and Whitetail better. I do like Fallow, but I don't know. They're fine. I think Tar could be better, basically. I think the Tar fur types are better. Hey, RJ, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that, man. You reignited my love for hunting IRL. Love the content and appreciate the effort you put into it. Will the new map release on all platforms tomorrow? Yes. That's cool to hear, man. Glad to hear that you're still into it. Eagles are the better PA team? I mean, right now, sure, but in all of NFL history? That was the most... I'm sorry. Never mind. I sound like such a Steelers fan. We have 6 rings. Sorry. That was bad.
It's true, though.
You have weird lungs? You know, it's funny. My chest hurts a little bit today, so you might be right. I still think they should do non-typical whitetails as uncommons. Totally agree. You are such a Steelers fan, but I'm not that kind of Steelers fan usually. The difference is, I guess, like if it's engaging in trash talk, even if it's joking, maybe it's not as bad as if it's like being more serious. Favorite animal hunt on this map? Probably snow leopards, even though they're a real challenge. What in the world happened here? There he is. That's gonna be maybe a problem if tar routinely don't... This is the second time I've found a tar body and hadn't had a track in a while. Alright, but we're getting a little bit of a layout. We have 4 tents placed. Some claiming tents are probably gonna be needed too. Now we'll try going down that way. My lungs are from all that welding? Yes, I am definitely a welder. I'm good at that. As a Packers fan, you're the only cool Steelers fan to exist. I don't think I've ever, like, it had an online encounter or whatever with the Packers fan where I was like, that guy's delusional. I feel like you guys actually have a pretty, what is the word I want? Non-delusional, I don't know. Your fan base doesn't seem to be as crazy. How can you tell rares on magpie geese? The piebalds can be tough. Leucistic have like a brown neck and head as opposed to black. Melanistic is very obvious. They're albino magpies? I don't even know. You are delusional? I felt really bad. I can't even remember. Somebody in the sports ball chat on my Discord. This was after the 49ers came back and took the lead. He was Packers fan. He was saying, you know, he basically had accepted the loss, and I was like, nah, you know, there's still time left. And then Jordan Love threw an interception the next play, and I'm like, all right, sorry. Cheesehead's not crazy. Well, that guy. And do you guys remember the old commercial? Rogers! Discount double check. Commercials used to be better. When do you think Fields will start? Outside of a Russell Wilson injury, next year. Can anyone play Early Access? So the way Early Access works with Expansive Worlds games, at least, is they have, I don't know, maybe 50 partner content creators, something like that. They'll give Early Access to the content creators. It's like a win-win, essentially. So for the creators, they get the exposure while that's going on. For Expansive Worlds, it's essentially a gigantic advertising board to potentially millions of people across all the creators. What? Do we shoot a tree? Listen. There you go. I shouldn't be shooting into trees with the 300. That's a bad idea. This zone could work, though. I don't know how. We'd have to have the tent below it. Above it's not happening. Are there going to be rare snow leopards? I'd imagine. Diamond Tiger, check out the video earlier today. Do I think Green Bay will beat the Bears? Probably. I'll be really interested to see what Caleb Williams is this year, though. The Packers haven't lost the Bears in a while. Well, thank you, Bryson. 900 people in here is crazy. We're all trying to beat the Heatwave together. If we just watch harder, it will go away. Just hit 1,800. Okay, we're all good. Didn't shoot a rare. On my fallow grind, 31 diamonds, but I can't get a great one. I would say that's relatively, like, normal numbers within what is fairly typical. If you keep it up, eventually one's going to show up. Okay. Where can we put a tent that would be halfway effective? Maybe up here? Maybe? It's going to be closer than I want it, but at least temporarily we can see if it even works. Am I doing Flinter football this year? I'm not doing weekly picks. I might do something. It took away too much hunting time, ultimately. Oh, this zone's huge. Yeah, somewhere we could see the whole thing would be good. I don't think that exists. Well, I'll put a tent over here and see what happens. Do I think the Eagles are going to do any good after Kelsey left? Apparently the backup center is somebody they've, they drafted and they've kind of been developing. So I don't think that's going to leave a huge hole, but I'm really not sure Nick Sirianni is as competent as we thought. That last year, that collapse was worrying. Were you surprised the Packers beat the Cowboys? I think I picked the Cowboys, speaking of the Flinter football channel. I wouldn't say I was, like, completely shocked. Like, the Packers did have a good matchup even going in. I just don't know how you do anything with that. I feel like we're just going to have to ignore it. We can go check the track, but that seems... We'll go look and see if there's maybe an opening, but it seems really tough to do anything with that. Have to watch the hunting content for his weekly in-season updates and picks? That's what I should do, is climb in a stand and Be like, alright, it's gonna be about 45 minutes till dark, so what do we got? The Steelers. Got the what the heck is the phrase? Given 3.5 is I think what I'm trying to say. Of course. Wouldn't it be a max weight one? I feel compelled to track these and find out if they're decent. Because I haven't had a level 5 tar yet. Do tar have drink zones? No. That's kind of why we're doing this right now, setting up tents in locations where we can theoretically grind their feed zones. It'll be some work. We'll figure it out. How do you have the patience for this map? I really like everything that's on it, so I don't find that I have to sit here and be like, you know, if I stick it out and, you know, get through this area or whatever, it'll be worth it. I just like it. This tar grind's gonna be rough. I think, here's what I think is gonna happen. I think it is going to be rough at the beginning. I think as the community kind of learns how tar work, how to grind in feed zones, all that, I think it probably will be difficult. There's gonna be a breakthrough at some point though. Like, I just honestly think somebody's gonna figure something out and it's gonna be game changing. Do not let Mel get a hold of the hot dogs emote. Hot dogs. I need to make that. I need to make that attacking tiger emote from today's video. I got so many emotes to make. Caleb Williams will be bad. I'm not saying, like, that I definitely agree or disagree. Is that him? That's a 4. Thank you. That was convenient. What the? That was straw, right? Yeah. Big old floofer. So, this isn't where their feed zone is, but, like, it is open here? I just don't imagine that makes any sense. Now, something that could be worth considering. I'm going to put this tent here. So here's my thought. Those tar just ran down this hill. They probably do that fairly routinely when you spook them. You might be able to get them to run right down to the tent. Now, I don't know if I can place it. Oh, there we go. Brett, thank you for subscribing. So, anyway, the Caleb Williams thing. I feel like that skill set doesn't translate as well to the NFL as people expect. That's the only thing I'm not sure about. Why don't some animals have need zones? Like tar not having drink zones? I think it's... Here's how I perceive it. In real life, hunting mountain goats, chamois, tar, all these species don't have drink zones, or at least not anymore. It's an extremely difficult thing to do. You have to be super elusive. You have to really have a great understanding of where the animals are, where they want to be, where they feed. You know, glass them from a mile away, stock up forever. It is a, like, top percentage hunt? Top percentile hunt of, like, difficulty and skill. And I think they're trying to at least make them a little more, you know, difficult to get in this game by removing the drink zone. We get red? Mel said red's rare, right? Mel, help. You watching NHL? Not really. If it's on, I'll watch it. Just got my first time in fallow. Nice. Red is rare. Cool. I want it. I needs it. Red rare, red rare. Red rare, red rare. Wait. Red rover. How does that go? Well, that sucks. I ruined my thing. Best yak spot? They move a lot. So, like, this is where I killed the first 2 9s I got. Frankly, the other one was down here somewhere. I can't remember. Up here's loaded. These lakes at times will be loaded. But like I said, they move around. You delete zones. You shoot stuff. It's going to be 5 medium. Only got a female one. Well, it'll be awkward if it's 5 medium when it's not max weight estimate. That's going to be tough. Hey, Jacob. Red where? Over there. I was about to do the red rum thing. I'm going to ruin my voice if I do that. So never mind. What's your opinion on the Michael Penix pick? Ruined your offseason? Are you a Falcons fan? I liked Penix. I watched him in the national championship game. I bet you that was it. Yep. Estimate's alright. I want to see what it looks like. Ooh, I saw it for a little bit. It really is red. Oi! Come back. Here. Oh, I don't even have an ethical gun, do I? Good thing I have tents. Imagine that. Probably better now that we spooked him because I just realized that. Anyway, I think he could be really good. I think it's an awkward move with Kirk there. Like, I don't know how the heck they're going to handle that, but if he's as good as they think he is, then in a couple years, nobody's going to remember that it was a pick everybody said was, you know, horrible. Probably, you know, I'm tempted to get the 44. I'm gonna get it. Can I squeeze something else in here? That'll work. So I want the 44 and I'll get like the 308 or whatever I find first. Sure. 44 is if it doesn't want to face us, basically. 308 I have, 44 I don't. This is why we check things. You're done for? You're a Bears fan? Maybe it's actually gonna work out though. I think he could be good. I'm just the generational prospect stuff I'm not as sold on. Assuming you're talking about Caleb. Alright. This tent does not go here. Oh good, I spooked him again. Wonder if we had a walk track. Steelers and Falcons seem to think there's 2 balls in the game. Wait, what? Oh, the 2 quarterback. I got you. I'm dumb. Did I see the Hard Knocks news? I did, and I can't. Is it the Bears? Seems like rare spawn faster on this map. This is probably an initial spawn. I haven't really been down here. AFC North is going to be in-season Hard Knock. Oh, okay. What's that on HBO? Got the Steal Kyla's parents account. Ravens fan, nice. He's old and injury prone and going to sit behind Kirk for at least 2 years. He may. I've heard some compelling arguments though that you don't really spend a top 10 pick on a quarterback, especially specifically Michael Penix, and plan to set him for 2 years. Kirk might only be there for 1. What's the pack with the 22H? It's actually a part of the Mississippi Acres map DLC. New video idea 454 Iron Sights Tiger Hunt. There's so many like options for how to hunt tigers. I like the night hunting idea. I think that can make them really tough. Wait. Oh, this whole time I'm tracking the wrong one. Good. Good thing there's a disturbed edge. I thought we spotted him at... Huh. That's weird. I don't know which thing came up first there, because we had a bunch come through. I'm just going to read them all. We had Calais, probably said that wrong. JL3, Defunkyify something, and Wilson, thank you guys for subscribing. I could read. Kind of want the heat wave. It's 58 Fahrenheit in Ireland. You can take it. It is toasty here. As a Texans fan, I'm excited to watch the Texans. I think they could be really good. Stroud will be better than Mahomes? I wouldn't go that far. I think he's going to be very good. How often do you encounter a snow leopard? Depending on the area of the map you're in, once every 30 minutes to an hour, I would say is reasonably typical. I've easily gone an hour and a half and not found one. We streamed up here and spent like 2 hours until we found one. Sometimes it goes that way. Alright, now that we're on the right track, good lord, who knows where this thing is now. Member vid was goated, why thank you. This oh, I need to pin a comment in that. That video, the last one that came out, the, without saying what they were, the Nil Guy and Water Buffalo. I need to pin a comment and say that that was actually earlier on in early access that I recorded that. So like, for instance, I said Grand Hair Rifle in that video as opposed to Gan Hair because at the time I hadn't learned how to say it. And there's some stuff that's like edited out of the video that I would then learn is incorrect. So the editing's a little awkward, but I like how it turned out. Which team do you think will do the worst next season? Probably the Panthers. Roster-wise and stuff, they're probably, I would say, the favorites to be the worst. You're a little awkward? Thanks. You just sub? Well, thank you, man. Decent chance that'll pop up on screen eventually. The way YouTube handles, like, subscription alerts, they'll come through in batches every 5 minutes for some reason. I'm gonna guess that's him. Yes, let me shoot it with my tent. What a grand idea that is. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I thought one of those would get a vital. Was that the right tar? I don't even know. It might have been. Well, that's awkward. He's still not dead. Oh, we had a tent right there, too. That's really unfortunate. I don't think level 3s make gold, so I'm not, like, terribly concerned, but that's annoying. Did the Bills draft receivers? They drafted one at the top of the second, I think. What gun? I was using the 44 lever action there because it has a tendency to punch through to vitals even when an animal's running straight away. Didn't seem to work there. Is it true that the tent animal render spawn change is intended? So, I know that Scarecrow did reach out to Jaxy, and Jaxy said it is an intended change. I have also reached out to Jaxy, and I don't want to, start quoting somebody from a DM. Like, that's not an appropriate thing to do. But basically what I'll say is the impression I got was the change was intended, but it wasn't intended to basically allow you to spawn on top of animals' zones. That was the rare too. Dang it. Why do I do bad things on stream? I haven't messed up a single shot off stream. Opinion on the 30-30? I like it. How do you get the 44 lever action? It's in the ambusher pack. My weapon skins aren't loading. I've had that happen. Maybe try just restarting the game, see if that makes a difference. Some 4s don't make gold? Yeah. If that was a 4, I wouldn't have taken that shot. Do you think that the tiger rares should be more rare than they are? I think it's hard to gauge how rare they are right now. Give it a week or two after the map officially releases tomorrow, and we'll see what it looks like then. I'm hoping that they are, decently rare though. If you're gonna get the 44, you're gonna want the hard cast bullets. I did get the right ones, right? Okay. So it's on me, not the gun. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I can see it. Okay, it looks pretty cool. Easier to tell on the harvest screen. That's wild. 4 shy of gold. Yeah, it does look nice. I'll tax him even though we absolutely ruined him. So what? Huh. The second shot I thought was over there. How did that happen? Because we almost hit him in the skull anyway, but that actually is kind of where I wanted to hit, but I thought we were more like here. Anyway, not like it's a huge deal, like I said, not a gold. But that's kind of our first trophy of the tar grind, so not that we're even officially grinding yet. That's a blue sheep zone. There was another tar zone that I saw, not Tarzan, but tar zone right there. So I want to get that one, and then over here and down here. After that, we'll go chase blue sheep or snow leopards or whatever. Thoughts on Ravens having Derrick Henry? I said this last week. There's probably never been a more perfect fit. So, as a Steelers fan, I'm kind of concerned about that. The Steelers have done okay at stopping Derrick Henry in the past, but that is a problem for defenses. You've got Derrick Henry crashing through the line, or Lamar keeping and going around the end. Like, good luck. I don't know how teams are going to defend it. Ruined a leucistic rue the other day. It's so easy to do, like, I guess you get used to, I need to change my guns again. You get used to being able to make a certain shot or whatever on some species, and then you try it on another one, it just doesn't work. Best loadout for Nepal. So I haven't done a lot of loadout figuring, to be honest. So I would definitely say the 300 AR. Because water buffalo, tigers, and yak, you want a big gun. Redemption Gamer, thank you for subscribing. So I'd say 300 AR. Something that's good with range, but also powerful. Maybe the 7mm. Maybe the 7mm bolt. That might be a good idea. Because tar are tough. Blue sheep, not so much. Snow leopards, you know, you can kill them just fine with the 44 and stuff. Tar legitimately are tough. So I'd go those two. I mean, I guess you could have a shotgun on the map if you want it, but you don't really need it. So let's add in, I guess, the 243. And then the 22. Zarza 308 will also be good. The only thing I'm thinking is you might want a little more power. The 7mm and 308 are very close. If you want to go 308 AR, I hate when somebody asks me... Sorry, let me say this different. When somebody asks me what the best loadout will be, I hate to be like, all the ARs. So I try to make it like a little bit varied, but it's hard to argue the 308 AR is very good. I just don't think he'll do that, though, Ryland. I mean, maybe. If Kirk plays, you know, lights out, you gotta go with the hot hand. Have you killed a single gray lag? Literally exactly one. In the first video, which was like 40-something minutes, so don't blame me for not knowing that happened, because that was a really long video. I killed one, it was flying over, and I shot it with the 22H. That is the only one. I have... No, that might not be true. I think I killed one with Mel yesterday, so maybe two. Oh, this was that blue gray. Nice. I like these ones. See, the second half of the season is brutal. Dude, if they go... Their last games, if they go 3-5, I will be ecstatic. Like, it's rough. If they end up 500 through those last 8 games and make it into the playoffs, now they might be injured, but they are going to be battle tested. Like, that could be a good thing. Came from recording Classic. I was playing Himmeldal. Any diamonds yet? No, we just killed a rare tar. I kind of screwed it up. It was running away and it was a 3, so I just shot it with a 44, and it could have worked if I shot a little further left. Anyway, that was our first, like, significant kill. We also had a level 7 Snow Leopard, max weight estimate earlier. Yet another tar in a bad spot. What time will the update go live? Should be like 5 a.m. Eastern. Does new content drop for the Angler? Yeah. Tomorrow's going to be nuts. I don't think I'm going to get any content done on the Angler. There's that Way the Hunter update that just dropped with the new guns. I don't know when I'm going to get to mess with that. Hopefully, I can get the Tiger Guide out at least tonight. Well, get it done tonight so it can be out tomorrow morning. I want to stream tomorrow morning. And then I got to record a video for Wednesday at some point. So there's a lot to do. Hate how I screwed up. Where did that go? A Diamond Goose a few days ago because I used the wrong slug. Oh no, I hate that. I nearly did it one time with a Diamond Green Wing Teal. The only reason I didn't was because it was in a weird spot, so I shot it with like the 22H, but I had buckshot loaded. Okay, if that's a tar zone, even though I don't see any right now, yeah, this is a good spot. Now, if we're up above them, I think they'd be obscured, so we probably do need to be down. Oh, that's good. See that right there, that little flat? I bet you we can make that work. May even put a tripod at this spot. What do you think about the tiny boats? I don't know, does anyone use them in real life? In specific scenarios, I do find it to be like an interesting addition, but might be a fun thing to mess around with. What you guys doing down there? Just hanging out? Okay, this isn't as far as I thought. Would hate to see 1,000 tigers in the lodge like fallow. I want them to be rare. I get you. Alright, well, we made it 140 meters. I guess we'll go with that for now, if we can even put the tent here. Somewhere here, surely. Like, it's pretty flat. Come on, game. We got them on cliffs in some places. Blueies? Some blue meeps? And, like, that works for some reason? Sure. Alright. We'll swap back to... Really... Oh, did I save this? Oops. Gotta need that. And... that. Just the one place I feel like a tripod could be really useful. Does that get us up high enough? Yeah, perfect. Like I said, a little closer than I want it to be. Oh, hi. But I think, at least to start with, this works. How many diamonds have you pulled off the map? I was counting earlier. I think 8? All but 1 are in videos. So, of the 7 that are in videos, I'll do it that way. 2 nilgai, 2 blue sheep, 2 yak, and a tiger. I also screwed up a 3rd diamond blue sheep, because I'm so good at this game. It's really hoping a male might come walking down out of there, but I also want to get that fox, so... I'll leave the female alone. I'll probably shoot some female tar. I'm not sure when grinding feed zones it's a great idea. Because you really want to make sure there's members left in the zone so it doesn't go away. Did you find all your tar zones? I have a lot. I'm sure I don't have all of them. That nil guy is just a little guy? Name's guy. Nil guy. How many hours do you have on the map? Well, Mel definitely has more than me. I'd say I'm maybe at 50 to 60. What? We've had it for like 10 days. Something like that. Yeah, I'd imagine probably 60. There's like a max weight estimate tar at every zone. Oh, what are the odds that's him? Not you. Ooh, that's a big looking 4. I thought that was gonna be a 5. Did you guys see his fur just pop in? That was weird. It's a distance thing. Diamond's 101, I think, so we can just blast him. I'm pretty sure. Hope so, because he's dead. Where's that fox? Did I get that? Do you stream every day? Not typically, though I've streamed every day since, like... Did I stream Thursday? I think every day since Friday. Probably this coming week with the map coming out, whether it's tar grinding or hunting for snow leopards or whatever, I'll probably be streaming a lot of days this week, though I doubt all of them. LOD moment? For real. Any diamonds yet? None in this stream. We did get a rare tar, though. When are you going to attempt to get every rare on the map? Probably just through hunting multiplayer and stuff. I never attempt to get literally every rare, but a rare of every species is kind of something I'd say I generally go for. Ooh, that was a straw variant. Nice. I'd like a diamond straw, I think. That could look good in the center of that, what in Tarnation mount? Diamond is indeed 101. Not sure I'd expect level 4 diamond tar, but it's probably at least worth paying attention to since we got a level 4 diamond blue sheep. So, I think we're good here for now. I want to check... Oh, I put one there already. I thought we didn't do that. So I think it's just this area down here I want to go to, because we have a couple of tar zones here that are pretty good, and really all along this road. And there was somewhere we had another max weight track, but I can't remember. Hey Nathaniel, thank you for the super chat. Gotta go to football practice. See you later. Sounds good, man. Appreciate you hanging out. Hopefully practice goes well. Hopefully you're not in this heat wave as well. Had a level 4 within a hair of diamond. A woolly hair. A Gand hair. I'm gonna stop. I think I'll make it like 5 a.m. again. I'm gonna say 6. How many snow leopards? Like total snow leopard kills? If I had to estimate, 15 to 20. Do you think they're gonna add catch dogs to the game for big game? I don't know if I know what that is exactly. Hey, dead man. Sumo wrestler to panda. Holy. A grand hair? Well, I thought it was grand hair, but I'm just dumb. It's actually Gant hair. Can you get mauled by a tiger and falling asleep and the suspense will help me? No. You will stay awake and you will like it. Do fox drink on the map? Yes, same drink time as like red fox and gray fox. 17 to 20? 17 to 21? Something. Evening. Is it snow leopard hunting time? Pretty soon. I got a couple of zones I want to check up here, and then we'll run around and look for snow leopards. And maybe blue sheep too. Was interesting, we found that max weight one earlier, like, late in the day? Usually I find them mostly in the morning, though I bet they feed in the evening too. Let's try that. After we set up these tents, we'll try evening, because then that's blue sheep time too. Where are good tar spots? If you'd like, you can just screenshot my map where the tents are. This is my setup right now. Now, there's tar over here too. Eventually, I need to go and, like, look in these areas. But most of the tar I find are on the east half. I'm gonna look, because I know I have tar zones. Like, there's one. Not a lot. Really not a lot. Do I only have one? Maybe some rest zones? There's one. The south? I think that's where I'm going right now. Oh, all the way down there? Yeah, you can get them all the way down here too, but I don't know if that's grindable. I'll have to look at it. It's pretty thick down there. Next Classic stream. I'm trying to decide if I ought to stream Classic Wednesday night or not. Because I can only imagine the amount of "why aren't you playing the new map" comments that we're going to get. So we'll see. I'd like to. The last time I played Classic was on stream last week, and we killed a rare wolf and a huge mule deer. Whitetail have horns, it's true. Hey, a max weight fox. I don't think so, Raffalo. Is this a good map to just run around and hunt what you see? Yeah, that's exactly what I did in my first video. That video ended up being like 40-something minutes. I've never had a video that long. And I think that speaks to how much fun it is to hunt that way. Like, I just kept finding cool stuff, and I didn't want to cut any of it out of the video because I thought it was that good. What map would you like to... Where did that go? What map would you like to see in the game? I think Greenland would be my main choice. Did they change the invisible animals when you fast travel within 200 meters? Yes, and I'm not a huge fan of it. Which one's your favorite? Way the Hunter Classic, or the Hunter Call of the Wild? Classic's always going to have a soft spot in my heart, but, I mean, Call of the Wild's the one I play the most at this point. Is the map out and everything? Tomorrow it will be. This is still early access. How old are you? 26. Took me a second. I'll be 27 pretty soon, and I'm just like, it only goes up. I don't get it. Hey, Jivers, what's going on, man? Did you know squirrels can't take fall damage? I did know that. Shadow was still pretty young. I don't know what we were doing, but I had her outside, and she was not even looking for it, but she was kind of moving over towards this tree, and I saw a squirrel in it, and the squirrel picked the wrong time to like come around that side of the tree. So it comes around the side of the tree. Shadow's right at the roots of the tree, and she just looks at it, and it takes off across the yard. She chased it, like faster than it would have caught it, but it got to another tree, climbed up, but in its panic fell 30 or 40 feet, like really far. And I was like, oh my god, that thing's dead. Like, not that the fall would have killed it, because I knew it wouldn't, but I figured it was going to stun it and Shadow was going to kill it. Nope, got right back up and ran away. That's a thickin'. That's the first max weight estimate one I've seen. Let me shoot it with a tripod. What is wrong with me? So, like, there's a chance there could be level 2 diamond woolly hair. I really don't want to ruin one, so... Good, I can't place a tent here. And there's a tar there. Really? Okay. Oh, big male. Probably we're going to kill that, though, to be honest. I don't know. I don't see a lot of 95 to 117. Oh, there's 2 babies. See, and that's a really baby. Arguably, we should just not mess with this area. Where'd our bunny go? There it is. You ain't grind tar? You ain't no nothing. Alright, I'm gonna shoot it with a 300. Don't make fun of me if this is a diamond. Are chocolate fallow deer rare? They're just an uncommon. You know if there are a certain number of diamonds or rares on the brand new map? It was decent, but that was actually worthwhile. So, like, when a new map, like when you get a fresh map, is there a certain number of diamonds or rares on it? Is that your question? I think there's a good bit of randomness to it, but there will probably be, I'd say, like a fairly reliable average of some amount. I don't know what the amount is, but let's say 4 or 5 diamonds of different species is probably pretty consistent. A little bit overkill? Nah, those things are tough, man. You gotta get them. So we'll go up this road some. There are some good spots along the road, and then we'll be done setting up. And like I said, we're not grinding today. Weapon pack ideas, spears, and a blowgun. I don't know how you properly replicate, like, the difficulty of throwing a spear or aiming a blowgun. Not aiming, but, like, sort of aiming a blowgun, but more importantly, like, the amount of area you put behind it is important. I don't know how, like, maybe a slider bar thing? 3 kilo max? 3.4 or 5, I think. I should have looked at this track, to be honest. I think it's 3.5. I might be wrong. I can probably, if I find another rabbit track, I bet you I can do the math. Hey, Rack. The most dangerous thing in all the hunter lore isn't a tiger, it's a murder bunny. Boy, is that ever true. Where was that bunny I had just seen? That says woolly hair there. Bunny? No. Bunny. Yes. So the estimate's 0.55. Yeah, it'll be 3.5 then is the max. Per for a level 9 leopard? I would rather never get a level 9 leopard. Not true, but you know. And SRP, I had no initial trophies? Are you like, how certain of that are you? And it's possible that you just didn't have great luck. I feel like it's pretty rare that a map doesn't have something on it. Typically, I'll record, you know, a video in multiplayer, and I'll hunt that same server for 2 or 3 hours. Most videos I get something, a rare, a diamond, whatever. My messages keep airing? You're in error. Really? YouTube must be having some issues. I know they had issues not long ago, like 3-4 days ago. You have to pay for the new gun, or can you earn and buy it in the game? So, okay, let me make sure I understand what you're asking me. Or at least understand how it works. The weapon comes with the map DLC, so if you don't own the Sundarpatan Nepal Reserve, you won't have access to the weapon. Assuming you buy the map, you can either buy the gun with in-game cash, once you own that DLC, it's 36,000 in-game cash, or you can do the missions and unlock it that way. Can you do some black buck hunting? We might eventually. I'd like to see if we have any rares on this map. The rares are kind of incredible now. Wait, the 100 vid coming soon? I don't know exactly how soon is, but I plan on at least, you know, testing out the new weapons, maybe try to kill some cool stuff with them. Aggressive bunnies? Only on Halloween. The murder bunnies. Are you not going to track that max weight track? What max weight track? Well, Kyla shut off the air. She wants me to roast to death.
I gotta eat.
If you run the microwave and the air in this house, it'll kick the breaker, so it's actually a good thing she turned off. No tar. Now, we had a tar warning call, though. Even though I want to shoot that blue sheep, if we keep moving up here, it'll probably be better. Aggressive bunnies and walking tigers. I really think they should do that upright bipedal tiger for Halloween. Do you know how, like, absolutely horrific that would be? Like, not that they can spawn up here, but you're, like, going through the bushes and, like, a 6-foot-tall tiger walking on his hind legs walks out of there? If they didn't tell you they put that in the game, you might, like... I don't know if the reaction would be to laugh or cry, because that would be so out of left field. Can you hunt some wild yak? Once we go through this last area here for tar, yak, snow leopard and stuff, that's at least going to be the plan for the next little while. This ain't going to be a bad deal, though. We spent like a half hour chasing that snow leopard. We'll have a basic tar setup ready. Oh, the fox? I'll track it later. Anyway, yeah, we'll have a basic tar setup ready, and then we can go and chase other stuff. The only reason I'm not going to track the fox right now is last time I tracked a Maxway fox, there's another thick tar. It took me like 12 years to find the thing. Shadow? Oh yeah, Dad sent a piece of venison for her. Amanda, thank you for subscribing. I think I read that correctly. When Jamar Chase was dropping every pass in preseason? Yeah, he was a bust, and then he turned into one of the best in the league all of a sudden. Imagine that. I should have killed that. Did I see the new guns? I did. Now, somebody told me they're kind of weak, and I really hope that that was just like... I can hear Shadow, or Kyla yelling. A snow leopard track. Maybe she's talking to Shadow. I kind of want to track the snow leopard. We're almost up to where... I'll just mark it. Just wait, I'm going to move my marker. Use your power and influence the devs so they make the martini ethical for tiger hunting. I'm getting the impression that, at the very least from what Jaxy said on stream, like, they've heard the feedback and maybe they'll consider it. Okay, we have fresh tracks now. Imagine they're just warning calls. Would that not be convenient? Well, it's already spooked, so never mind. I'll mark that one. Can lady foxes make diamond? I don't think so. I haven't seen one above a level 6 yet. Male. Sees upright tiger and mag dumps a 300 AR in his general direction. They should make him, like, invincible to everything except... What's the worst gun in the game? Like, 12 gauge buckshot. No, the 410 bird shot. Are there water buffalo in Nepal? There are. They've been completely remastered. They look absolutely incredible. Least favorite animal in Sundarpatan? Greylag geese. It makes no difference to me whether or not they're here. Best gun for tigers? I would say the 300 AR. No, it's not the question, but Vixen Gray Fox can make diamond. Yes, they're the only species as far as I'm aware. Maybe Tibetan Fox will join them. They're similar sized, the Gray Fox and the Tibetans, but like I said, I haven't seen any high-level females to make me think that would be the case. We need a... what's that? Oh, we need a special tiger called Shere Khan that talks... Is that the name? I thought it was Tony the Tiger. Is there... I'm missing something here. Got my second super rare last week. 261.7 piebald fallow. Nice, man. Surprised they didn't do a Scar Tiger Fur type. That could be kind of neat, actually. Air. Oh, Jungle Book. Oh, okay. I kind of... the name sounded familiar. Clark's had like 10 error messages. That's so weird. Swamp Deer best locations. Honestly, bottom left. Like, everything kind of in this circle, they're all over the place. That's about the only part of the map they inhabit. Huh? I told you. What's your favorite rare fur for tigers? I really like the albino, but pseudo mellow white is pretty darn cool too. You uncultured swine. Not that I could have come up with a reference, but like I do at least recognize that one, unlike the holes thing earlier. Least favorite new animal? Woolly hair, I guess. Take it Mel likes Rudyard Kipling. Didn't he write the poem If? I had to recite it in 9th grade English. What's your best snow leopard so far? Mythical. He was not a big mythical. I think he was high 27 score. Best lake for wild yak. I would say like the 2 top ones. So like, let's say all the top ones actually. Top right, top middle right, top middle left, and top left. Those for me have been absolutely loaded. Invisible, thank you for subscribing. On Halloween, the upright tiger should creep up on you silently, then whisper in your ear. No.
Oh my god.
That would be so creepy. Which fur types are the ultra rares? So in theory, it would have been the albino and the melanistic. During this early access period, I believe the only tigers that haven't been killed or fur types are albino and the white stripeless. Pseudo-mellow white, pseudo-mellow orange have been killed. Mel has 2 melanistics herself. She and I each have a pseudo-mellow white. Dee Dee got a golden tiger. And then I think, yeah, that's 5. The other 2 are the other pseudo-mellow white variant and the other pseudo-mellow orange variant. That makes me wonder if it's the 2 white tigers that are more rare. Any trophy fox yet? I haven't had any. I think the first Tibetan fox I killed is my biggest one, is that mythical. I'm back. You're creepy? No, you. What's up, Grapes? Nothing too crazy. I thought we'd do more setting up down there. Didn't really have, because this zone had those couple of absolute baby tar, so we just figured there's no point. Any trophies? We killed a rare tar. Killed a red variant. Apparently so deleted. A lot of people are getting it. Well, there was a 72 minimum, 72 to 95 kilo one. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The other one was bigger than that, but I'm going to leave it for now. How many kills did it take to get Great One Red Deer? 5,600, I think. Alright, so we made it all the way up here. Now we got to run back and get that snow leopard track. Didn't really effectively do anything that whole run, but I guess at least now we know what we want to do to start. Red is rare for tar, so there's red-brown that is common. Red is evidently rare. Least favorite reserve? See, like, this makes me feel like I'm saying it's a bad reserve. New England and Mississippi I don't like that much, but I enjoy the challenge of hunting them. If I go there once a month or whatever, I have a good time. If you tell me to hunt it every day, I get really bored. I don't think there is any confirmed number, Maximus. I'd imagine eventually, unfortunately, people with pop scanners will be able to confirm that. Not that I care that much, but how much will the bear pop reset mess up my grind? I don't know. I'm really curious. So, like, the top left, like, 5 or 6 lakes are the best lakes for bear grinding. I'll be curious to see if that changes. I hope not, because that would really screw with people. Assuming that a lot of bears still drink at those lakes and you get consistent respawns, all it is like, you know, well, if you're not herd managing, all it is it basically, you know, kills all your bears on your map for you, and you get respawns. That's the way I would look at it. If you're herd managing, then it'll take some time. Have you seen a tiger yet? This stream has only been in the mountains. We are eventually going to go probably chase some tigers towards the end, but we'll see. It is already 4 o'clock. You feel like the AC's not on? I'm telling you, these computers are space heaters. It's 1 AC versus 2 computers. It's just not a fair fight. Yeah, it's hotter out now. Where should I hunting call the wild? Medved, because snow. Our mixed feral goes rare, yes. I just found out, like, couple of weeks ago, there's 2 different mixed variants. I've only ever seen the one until somebody posted one recently. In your opinion, what's the best gun to use for Class 9 animals? The 300 AR. Sometimes when you're shooting tar and you just want them dead, it's the best gun to use for not Class 9 animals. Now, Pharaoh, only male tigers make diamond. The biggest female tiger I've seen, I think, is level 3. Nah, Pizza, I just blocked you because I'm tired of hearing from you. What's the main issue with New England Mountains? Well, there's nothing unique to that map. Literally, and I mean the animals. Literally 0 species. Andrew, thank you for subscribing, by the way. So, you know, whether it's whitetail or moose or... I guess bobcat are unique now. So there's that. And Flims, thank you for subscribing as well. But I guess removing bobcat from the equation. Whitetail, moose, black bear, eastern turkeys, any of these things. There's generally a better map to hunt them on. It's really thick. You can't see very far. It's kind of, I guess, just slow going in a way. And again, I enjoy that challenge. But as far as like a fish and hunting, it's not great for that. Pretty much every hunt I ever do on New England is a fairly short video, like 10 to 12 minutes. Because it's all I can do to get 12 minutes of content out of like a 3.5 hour hunt. Because it's like, oh look, another level 2 whitetail. I'm not shooting that. I ain't going all the way over there. Well, that's convenient. Confused right now? Why so? Is melanistic rare for mallards? Yes. Kinda want pizza now? He's right there. You can ask what he thinks. Do we get... Yeah, we know this is snow variant already, I think. Might be a little chaotic because now we have really old tracks, but... A true gloomy, you say? Did you just do a heckin' British right there? What have you got today? A red variant Taro, which you might think, that doesn't sound special. Apparently that's one of the rares. I screwed it up, by the way. I shot it in the butt. Can female snow leopards make diamond? No. I don't know if I've seen one bigger than a 2 for them. They're routinely pretty much at the minimum end. Got the red floof. He does look good, though. I'll say that. I can see your Chaz Maximus. Switch to Twitch? That's so much effort. Are the Bobcats still bugged, or are they just doing pop resets? The pop resets are going to fix the bug. They're bugged as of today. They should be fixed as of tomorrow. Later, Finland. Finland! So, what do we have here? Is this where we turned? Kinda looks that way. Still running as well. Twitch has these new policies that are stupid? How new? Is there another update on them, or is this a couple months ago? Did you ever get tired of this game? Not generally. Like, in the lead up to early access here, I was getting to the point that I didn't have a lot to work towards. You know, I had gotten every diamond from Emerald Coast. I got my great ones. At that point, I had every diamond in the game. The only thing, mine is getting other great one variants, which really doesn't interest me. The only thing that I was working for was like a male diamond Gensbuck. So it was hard to come up with like content ideas. Now though, we have an absolute open book of content ideas. That doesn't really make sense, but we'll go with it. No worries, Zoe. My game glitched and I have every skin for my guns. I'm spending too much cash. Like, you mean you didn't have to buy the DLCs? That's weird. Favorite trophy of all time. Like, going all the way back, the Albino Diamond Moose was pretty cool. The Piebald Diamond Gray Fox maybe just wins that one for me. Here's the thing. I want to just be like, you know what? We're not tracking this. However, You don't find snow leopards really often, and when you do, you should really go and kill them so you get the respawns and have a chance at rares. Pancakes, waffles, or French toast? Ooh, I haven't had French toast in so long. French toast. Kyla's gonna make me French toast. She's gonna wake up, she's gonna get up at like 3:30 in the morning and make me French toast so I can have a big, great day on release day. What an excellent future wife. Longest track, I tracked the stupid diamond whitetail 10 kilometers. That was out of spite. Like, I thought it would probably make diamond. I knew it was a level 3. But he was small rack. I didn't need that diamond whitetail. Like, I could have been like, you know what, this isn't worth it. But I had spent so much time in it, I was so annoyed with him. I kept on going until I found him. Alright, I know I just said we're gonna track this thing, but it better have some tracks soon. Are you gonna end the stream at 5 a.m.? Nah, I can't stream that long. I'd like to, but I gotta finish the Tiger Guide. I also gotta run to Walmart after this so I can get coffee creamer because I think I'm gonna need some coffee tomorrow. Sounds more like slavery than getting married. No, she offered, didn't you hear? Red Bull, Monster, or Celsius? I've never drank a Celsius. Celsius hurts my heart, Kyla said. What time tomorrow? 5 a.m. Eastern. Bah. Tired is a state of mind. It's true. Just drank a Nos. Is that even how you say that? Wish I didn't have 5-hour hockey camp tomorrow. Well, you know, the day doesn't necessarily work out super well, but it's probably worthwhile. Alright, never mind. This snow leopard, it's fine. We had a couple of max weight tracks in places. I'm gonna bounce around to a few of these tents and just see if we can see anything. And then we're going to chase some yak and snow leopards that aren't rude. The Juneberry Red Bull, is that the blue one? Isn't 5 a.m. Eastern 7 a.m. Central? It would be 6 a.m. Central. You out here lying to people? It's messed up. I'm just gonna stop counting my kills. Yeah, honestly, I find that I get less, not depressed, but to go with that line of thinking, I get less depressed with my grinds when I don't know how many kills it's been and I still haven't gotten it. Hello there. So probably a tripod here would be good too. Do I even have them? Where's old flat area here? Wouldn't it be 4 a.m. Central? No. What? Am I dumb? 6. I guess it is 4 a.m. Wait.
So I was right.
No, that guy said...
5 a.m. our time because we're Eastern, 4 a.m. for Central because they're an hour behind.
Yes.
Okay.
But that person said 7. I'm really confused now. Do you think this map is worth the switch back from White Hunter? I think it's worth giving it a try anyway. How do I say that? Exarock? Probably got that wrong. Thank you for subscribing. There's just no flat ground up here. It doesn't exist. What would it be mountain time? Don't ask me. Should be 3 a.m. That's a nice one. Ooh, up to 102. Mel says there's maybe a chance. I better go get the right gun. I'll go all the way. Here's the way that we should do this, though. We're going to fast travel away and then back. There's no point crouching all the way back up there. 12 hours? 12, 13? Who invented GMT time? G. Obviously. Where am I going again? Oh, yeah. Anyone get a Great One Tar in early access? Not that I know of. Surely if somebody got one, we'd have heard about it. Fecal matter? Wow. Alright. I just thought of something. Do I have 30-06 rounds on me? You do not even know how annoyed I'd have been. Favorite diamond and great one you have? Favorite diamond's probably our super rare Gray Fox. Favorite great one? I mean the whitetail for the memory, but the moose for the looks. I'll give you 2. I like how I can't just stick with one gun and I just grab whatever's in front of me. This would really alleviate the ammo problems if I just used the same thing every time. Favorite trophy off Australia? Our gold albino sandbar. I think he's like 140s. Feeling the heat in Toronto too, 94 all week? Yeah, that's rough. That's a little warmer than what we're going to be dealing with. We're going to be around 90. Did I miss anything exciting? We had a rare tar earlier, the red variant. Did I miss the super rare? Yep, we killed 12 super rares, now we're ending the stream. Hey, Lucky, what's going on, man? Can you get a great one as an initial spawn? Like, I guess in theory, yes, but here's the thing. Without naming names, there were a number of people in the community who were getting a whole lot of diamond red deer by just resetting their population over and over again and claiming they were killing tons of things. And then all of a sudden, that stopped working. They stopped getting all these great ones. And the kind of running theory is they made it impossible to get initial spawns because a pop reset is basically giving you, like, redoing initial spawns. Okay, now he's just calm and standing there, which is kind of strange. Hey. I'm not doing a bad angle shot again. I screwed up the red with that. Hey! Oi! Not you, Shadow. That does look kind of big. It also looks pretty dead, so that'll work. Gotta be careful. I have made this mistake. Like, the lungs are way forward on these guys. I shouldn't have shot even that far back. Okay, you get to survive. Look at the snow coming down. This would be a really convenient time for a diamond level 4 tar. Thought they'd remove the initial spawn great ones to fix the Mr. Blackman. Oh, that's also true. That would potentially show that it removes them. Good point. That's the biggest horns I've seen on one of these things. Ooh, really close. Like 2 away? And I think the spread is why he's fairly close. Because his horn length... Oh no, spread doesn't matter. Horn length and just circumferences. Look at the, How do I go to... No, not what I wanted. Oh. Well, really, it was better in that screen. Anyway, I can't move them. Look at, like, the ridges along the horns, though. Pretty cool. I don't love the fur in places, but that's just kind of what you're going to get with shaggy fur. Alright. I think we killed the other max weight one here. I think it was this spot I wanted to check, and then we're done with tar for the day. Ooh, spotted level 3 pheasant. There you go. How rare do you think a super rare tiger is? That's a tough one to answer. Some of the rares for tigers, I'll be really curious to see just how rare they actually are. Diamonds seem to be really hard to come by, though, so in theory it'll be a tough one. Was this the one that... Yeah, this zone, they feed over here a lot. Do you have any interest in firearms outside hunting, or is it isolated to just hunting? I mean, I don't have like an AR build or anything that I take to the range all the time, but let's say for like, you know, handguns, personal protection, anything like that I have interest in. What was your least favorite great one, tar fur? I don't remember them all. I like the half. I think it's cool. Seth, thank you for subscribing. Not yet, Wanderer. I don't know when I'll get to mess with that. Okay, so this might not have been our best tent placement. These are tar, though, right? Yeah. And not a whole bunch of them. It's all females. Well, I know where they are. Hi. Also, hi. Hey, a male. Good. No. I don't want to shoot you with the tent. Clutch. Hey, Luke. I, too, am excited for tomorrow. I can't even speak. I'm so excited. If they add humans to the game, they'll go to 3 very easy. I think 1 trivial, to be honest. You put out like a... I'll tell you how you could easily kill me. Or trap me if you wanted to. You put out a steaming hot plate of biscuits and sausage gravy every day. The first day I might be like, that's kind of weird. I'll go over and look at it, but I'm not going to get trapped. Next day, another one? And by the 3rd day, I'll be in the trap. How long are you streaming for? I can't go super long because I got to finish the tiger guide and stuff, but I'd imagine another hour or so. We're done. Now I'm just checking spots. Well, I got to kill that one too. We're done with tar, though, minus killing this. We're going to go chase some yaks for a bit, hopefully snow leopards. We might go after tigers. That was a male. A 3. Okay, we might have something good here then. Now, I don't like how close they spawn. That's still weird to me, but be that as it may, it appears to be a thing for now. What would be your dream great one? A great one tar, I guess. Like, I grind for 1 great one of every species, and whatever I get, I'm happy with. Go for swamp deer. We can. Not to, like, you know, be negative about them. I do like them, and I do want a big one for my tiger mount. They're in a really limited area of the map. I feel like you go around all their zones, you shoot them, and kind of that's that. Did I miss anything? We killed a rare tar earlier. It was the red variant. Probably the least cool rare, but rare nonetheless. Gosh. How many times am I going to do that? Why don't you like getting 2 of the same great ones? It's not that I don't want 2 of them, but I have no desire to do that grind over and over again. I don't like grinding as it is. I like this part. I like the setup. I like the strategy and all that. I would so much prefer to just run around, though, and hunt like we're about to do with yaks and stuff. Go and, you know, check a couple of lakes, run around. Hey, maybe there's a snow leopard. Let's go kill that. Like, that's the type of hunting I like to do in this game. Grinding is not my preferred way to play. However, I do want a diamond tar, a diamond moose, sorry, a great one tar, a great one moose, etc., etc. So I grind kind of out of necessity. Realistically, if you want to get those things, like, you just are going to have to grind. That's just how it works. So I do it, but I don't like to do it. So once I get one, I'm good. Do unclaimed animals respawn as something different when you close the game? Yeah, guess we could, it's really not that important to show exactly. You can just take my word for it, but we shot a level 5 blue sheep the other day and screwed it up. It would have been a diamond. I was in the harvest screen and a yak ran me over and killed me before I hit accept, and I didn't bother to go back up and get it. Not because it's going to respawn as a 5 again, but because it will be a new animal, so I'm not, like, main menuing or whatever. I just grind out of peer pressure. Well, that one video would, when I started the bear grind up again, I think. Oh, you know what would be a good idea? Bringing actual good weapons. Grade 1. I actually do kind of view it that way. Like, I guess my other thing is, I've said this, I like the thought of great ones having, like, a story behind them. So, the fabled scars tar, for instance, like this old tar that's got attacked by a snow leopard and survived and all this. This is just a me thing. Like, I do not mind at all people collecting, you know, all the great ones and stuff. But for me, I don't want 12 of them. I want the one best tar in my head, in my game, which is the one great one I get. Does that make sense? Screw great ones, we need great 2s. Now that's an idea. Great 12s. What great one should I try to get first? Fallow's a pretty good introduction to great one grinding, I'd say. Haven't missed anything good. We do have a rare tar this stream. It was a red variant. Least cool rare tar, in all honesty. I despise Mel for going after great ones until I get my dream one. Yeah, that's why I said I don't mind when people do it. Just to make it clear, I hate Mel for that. I don't have a dream one, honestly. Like, that's also a reason it's easy for me to. I'm like, these are all cool, I want one. Could you tell that it was a red? Kinda. I picked up a Disturbed Edge, that's why I knew it was there. With the differences in tar shagginess, it gives some precedent for them to go back and add red deer furs that have some shag. They did it at least with the neck fur, but I guess they could go further. That's the way I look at it. I feel like the Great One's special, gotta get one and that's it. It's all different playstyles and all different approaches and stuff. But that's... I think it's all, you know, all the different ends of it are perfectly reasonable. Has anyone ever gotten a Great One on multiplayer? Quite a few people. Mel got one. She has a video. Personally, I think it's more entertaining to watch the run around and hunt instead of Great One grinds constantly. I get the allure of watching Great One grind streams and stuff, and again, I'm planning on streaming Great One grinds probably as soon as tomorrow. It depends on how much stuff I get done and how hot it is in the house by that point. But the allure is obviously like being there for that moment when it shows up. Because like when we got our Great One Moose live on stream, that was one of the coolest moments we've had. I learned something. Don't go up this hill this way. This is steeper than heck. Anyway. I can't grind like non-stop every day for weeks. Mel and I were talking about this yesterday. When she's grinding, like, she'll make far less videos during that time period. It's just like grinding every day. I'll do like 3 or 4 hours here, 5, 6 hours there. You know, go and try to get a diamond snow leopard in the meantime, that kind of thing. It's just not something I can do like non-stop. Imagine the Great One tar takes longer than the black bear grind. It wouldn't surprise me if it does, but we'll see. Based on what we've set up today and how things are going to this point, feels doable. I think you're going to get less tar per zone than like bears and stuff, but as long as you're careful, and what I mean is you don't delete your zones and stuff, I don't think it's going to be that bad. I think 5 AM Eastern Rave. Is this map a hard map? I wouldn't say it's a hard map. I think it's the relative rarity or elusiveness of tigers and snow leopards means you'll see less of them, but I like that. The player, thank you for subscribing. Got UPI subscribing as well. Thank you, thank you. Boy, that rock looked white. I thought we had an albino yak. Is the Great One Moose the hardest? It's a sucky grind because they're tanks. I guess probably it's the hardest. Can I show the map? Yeah. Feel free to screenshot. Got all my tents up here for my tar grind at the moment. The good thing, how many did we actually place? 4, 5, 6, 7. We have a lot of potential for claiming tents and moving stuff around. That'll be a good thing. The albino yak looks so good. They are... Ooh, that's a nice one. They are one of my favorite rares that we've seen displayed. Get out of my way, I gotta shoot this mythical first. I'll shoot you in a minute. Everybody line up, I'll shoot you when, shoot you when I'm good and ready. Okay, we got that one, nice. All the Dougs, holy... Hey, Lunar. That is a baby. Eliminate the babies. What did I say on stream that one day? It was about small animals, just so we're clear, but... $50 Great Ones in one lake? Holy! do you think is the best map for grinding red deer? I think there's no debate. It's Te Awaroa. Which gun is that? That's the 300 ARs from the high caliber weapon pack. I can't recommend it enough. It's like a $4 or $5 DLC. It just makes your playing experience better, if I'm being honest. Wonder how the 9.3 would do on Yaks. I'm sure it would do good, but they're just bullet sponges. Like, you'd be tracking them. Done any fishing lately? It wasn't that long ago I did a little bit of fishing, but I didn't do any good. I think I caught one creek chub. Which creek chubs are about all we have. At least for the last couple years. That looks alright. That's that 7. I don't want to overdo the pressure because this is a good spot. Well, 263. I would like one of the red variant. Tar? Yes. Yak as diamond. 300 is also amazing for grinding. Good point. The fact that I should have been in the hospital because I was basically dying but decided to play Call of the Wild and got a super rare is very on brand. For some reason, like, you need an absolute tragic event to happen. Like, you're either sad or dying or something, and then you get great ones. Kyla has to plan to leave either the state or the country or whatever. She's like, alright, going away for Christmas. Gotta really sit up and get my great one here before we leave, and she does it every time. Legit, since we moved here, all 3 Christmases, she killed one within 4 days of leaving? Maybe 3 days. It was a red deer the first year. It was a black bear. What did you get the second time? I don't even remember.
I got that black bear.
You didn't kill your great one moose this past Christmas, though, right? I think that was 2 Christmases ago. So, I don't know if you got a fallow deer again? You got something, I know you did. Cut out Dad mode access to a new crick location. Gonna hit it this weekend. There you go. May sweat, may catch fish. It's worth the investigation to find out. EW be like $5 for a cannon, pretty much. Leucistic yak incoming? That would be cool. Mel and I murdered the yaks yesterday, so we have a bunch of new ones. Shadow's gonna be the great one coyote? Yeah, and the reason that it's difficult to get is as soon as it spawns in... Well, hello to you too. As soon as it spawns in, it just starts barking like crazy and scares you. In my opinion, there are super rares and grinding super rares. The probabilities are just so different. I think I see it the same way. I don't know if I like categorize them necessarily like in my head, but it's definitely a thing where grinds will produce far more. Those are the ugliest. What, these? It's just so I know that they're night vision. And I don't blind you guys. How long does Sundarpatan release in hours? 12 and a half? Something like that. That yak sounds the same as Bison in Classic? Nah, it's different. One bark from Shadow one-shots the player. I'll tell you what sucks. When I'm hunting tigers and she barks at something, I about have a heart attack. It's the worst. You know, like you're sneaking around, like especially if one growls, like, all right, where is it? Awful. What if we get a Pennsylvania long rifle, musket, flintlock pistol, and black powder cannon, black powder pack for $7.99? I don't think people would pay $8 for it. If it was like a $4 or $5 DLC. Now here's the thing. Probably none of those weapons would become the new meta weapon, and typically when a weapon pack comes out, there's something that is better than an existing one. I'm not saying I wouldn't use that. I'm saying the community would be like, this weapon pack sucks. Is she the flower girl? Originally we had planned on doing something like that, but I don't think she's gonna be. Well, I don't understand why lever action rifles chambered to handgun rounds cost more than a bolt action in a powerhouse cartridge. I'm not smart enough to answer that, but I have noticed that. Is there a new weapon pack? The newest one's the high caliber pack. I think it came out in March. If nothing else, the tigers can give a good jump scare. Oh yeah. That first time one, like, growls at you as it starts to stalk in, that'll get you. And honestly, not even the first time. The first bunch of times, that'll get you. But when one ambushes you and just attacks you, like, before you're ready, those are the best. Would the perk for the dog that has the chance to ward off predator attacks work on tigers? Probably. I don't know that you want it. Like, you probably want to kill every tiger you can so that you get respawns. Can all max levels troll? Most. Level 5 wildebeest cannot troll. There's probably some other ones. That's the immediate one I think of, though. I guess level 5 female Gemsbuck cannot troll, but that's a weird one. Any trophies? We had a rare tar earlier, red variant. So now this lake has none of the yaks. Good. Lever mechanism is complicated to make. Is that actually why? Hey, Lyra, thank you for subscribing. I think I've seen that name before. What's up, Gun Up? Doing good. First time I've decided to stream with the air on. Not that it's cool in here. It is definitely warm, but it would be literally like, what's the word? Beyond uncomfortable if we didn't have the air on. The question is it worth it to you to do the work to get a great one? I went through the process and I honestly don't think it was worth it for me personally. I get you. That sounded like a tiger, but that had to be a yak. What would be the best one to example? The bear, maybe. Not that I wasn't really proud of my Great One bear, but, you know, it's just the fur with them, as opposed to with the moose, it's the, you know, the amazing fur and the huge antlers and stuff. That one's easier to be like, okay, that was awesome. I like, you know, I always work to have sort of one of everything in my lodge. I try to have one of every diamond displayed, one of every Great One displayed, all the hours and stuff that go into it, culminating in that moment when one shows up. Like, I do find that to be worth it, but it's going to depend for every person. Love the piebald moose. They're one of the, like, that's the original, minus, you know, they redid the models, but the piebald pattern is the same. They're one of the best original rares, you know, from all the maps. Corey, thank you for becoming a Shoesty. I appreciate that, man. Apologize, the new member alerts don't want to work. Where did I shoot this? Ah, okay. I think the next DLC should be called Redneck Deluxe, Cell Cams, Feeders, and Thermal Scopes. Thermal Scopes in this game would be interesting, because even in Deer Hunter 2005... Okay. He's just sliding down the hill, that's normal. I'm gonna follow you as far as you're gonna slide. We're in this together. Anyway, even in Deer Hunter 2005, if you used a thermal scope on your hunt, there was like an asterisk on the scoring sheet. And imagine in this game it could be even more OP, because there's a million times more animals in this game than in that one. 3 favorite animals on the new map. Snow leopard, tigers. Ooh. Yak, probably? Bear Singer are cool. Yeah, probably those 3. Do you think the 44 or 308 is better for this map? It depends. I would say, like, in the south part of the map, you probably could do better with the 44, because you don't have a lot of long-range shots. Up here in the mountains, I'd probably go 308. Favorite animal is Alden? I feel it. You love the nilgai and the blue sheep? I do quite like both those species, to be honest. The rest are all nice, and I love the remodels. Yeah, I've got a video dropping here in 20 minutes with a, I'll just tell you, an orange water buffalo, and the new model with that fur just looks amazing. Like, I haven't gotten over every time I see water buffalo, it's like, God, it looks good. They used to look like garbage. in comparison, and it is like the fallow to me. When they redid the fallow, they showed them off on stream, and obviously in the live game they were still the old way. And I went and hunted them, and it was like, these things look horrible. How did I never realize? And the water buffalo is kind of the same thing. Like, compared to what they have now, I go and look at the old ones, and I'm like, how did I ever, like, shoot this and think it was immersive? These don't even look good. I guess you don't miss what you don't know. Does that make sense? Muntjac, low-key, the best, kind of underrated. I like them. I wish there's more variety in the antlers, but I don't know if that's realistic. Clay with horns? Literally. Can you imagine what a grizzly remodel would make us say? Oh boy. Yeah, knowing what they're capable of, if they remodel grizzlies, they would turn out so good. I have no doubt. A 20. Been watching subs since like 2017 or 18 and just realized I wasn't a member. Well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the support. You want a diamond muntjac so bad? Sorry, you get 12 diamond water buffalo. Congrats. Would laugh so hard if muntjac was the great one? That would be weird. I don't know what you do with muntjac antlers to make them a great one, but some people would have liked it, I think. Lion model looks so funny when you compare it to the tiger. I have a thumbnail, I'll pull it up here because this is a fun conversation. Shouldn't take me too long. So if we go to thumbnails, this would have been probably beginning of June, end of May. Hi. Hopefully it attacks because I'm not looking. Gotta be right here somewhere. Okay. Now, that looks a little rough up close because the sharpness is increased to, you know, look better like this size. I thought it looked so cool. Like, really proud of it. And then I look at the tigers now and it's like, that lion looks like garbage. Oh no. Do you make your thumbnails? Yes, I do. I do all my own editing. I do all my own thumbnails. Maybe one day if YouTube's ever like, you know what? Forget this split where we take 40%. You get 100%. Maybe I'd hire an editor then. I hate giving up like creative control too. They're so orange. Yeah, the coloration really isn't quite spot on. Do you plan to release a hotspot map? I don't think I'm going to have one out like tomorrow or anything. If you want to like find hotspots, or let's say if you want guides for hotspots, Mel has like in-depth looks at all the different species. So you can check those out. I'll probably link them maybe along with my tiger guide or somewhere, so you guys can go and reference those. She has hit this map way harder than me, and definitely knows it better. So I think as far as like giving reliable information, we're better off going with that than me trying to, you know, well, I saw one here once. I really worked hard on the tiger guide though, because I think that's something people are going to ask for. So that one I'm going to have. Well, Mel also has one, but you get my point. We need an all big cats multi-mount? I got yelled at for saying that mountain lions and stuff were big cats in the one video. So technically, all big cats is lions and tigers. And bears, oh my. What's up, Color Command? What I miss? Were you here when we got the rare tar? I think you might have been. It was a red variant, it's not special. I mean, it's rare, but... You're the tiger guide guy then. Well, we'll see how accurate my guide is. It's maybe not exactly what you'd expect. And I'm going to leave it at that because until I make it, I don't want to tell you what's in it and stuff, because then I might change my mind and it might be different than what I say. Basically, I guess what I'm getting at when I say it might not be what you expect. It's not going to be like, here's a list of all their drink stones. Though I may show some. The new tiger guy. Well, I do have a diamond tiger after all. Muntjac Great One's like having a road deer Great One? Like, no joke, a road deer Great One could actually be really cool. Where were these males at? What the heck? Hi. How are you doing? That's kind of lame. I have a present for you. Hope you enjoy it. That actually got the brain, just so we're clear. And it's gonna take that long to kill it? No! I'm sorry. I thought you'd like my present. Hey, thank you, Brax. Alright, a 22H to the brain gets 57% quick kill. It's actually really impressive performance. Minus the fact that it didn't kill it that fast. Where else do we want to go for yaks? I mean, they can be all along here. It's basically the end of their time. Let's reset to like 9:30 and go up through there. Tank. They legit, I think they might be the biggest bullet sponges in the game. Cape Buffalo probably had that before. I think they're at times a little tougher. What do you think of the new Tiger attack mechanic? The only thing I want is for when they go aggressive, from the time that they go aggressive to the time that they lunge at you, I want that to be less. Because I feel like they spend a lot of time stalking you, but not always. Like, it really is dynamic. I feel like maybe the amount of cover and the location and stuff goes into how long it may take them. But you do get a really long time to get on target and make your shot. If you watch my Diamond Tiger video, I saw it. I did make it go aggressive. I could have just shot it in the distance, but I thought it'd be more cool if I let it at least try to, you know, stalk me a little bit. And then when it was broadside, I just went ahead and shot it because I was not trying to mess it up. I've already messed up. The tar was less, you know, I kind of was taking a risky shot there. But I've already messed up the tar and the one diamond blue sheep. Don't need to mess up a diamond tiger. How long till these? Like 12 hours. When are they going to send the new map out? I guess that's the same question. 12 hours. I wish the map weapon was a Winchester 1895 in 405. It was really favored by Kenneth Anderson for hunting predatory big cats in India. Looks like the 405 in Classic. That'd be kind of neat. I'm not going to lie, though. I like this thing a lot. Even though that is what I messed up the blue sheep with. Had to clip that headshot. Oh, nice. What's that moan noise the snow leopards are making in that one commercial on TV? Huh? I don't know what commercial that is. Right when I get home from work? Perfect. I wish tigers didn't have drink zones. So, like, largely I agree. I feel like them having all those rares and stuff, though, if they didn't have drink zones, you probably would have a lot of people upset that they don't have drink zones. It's not like you can slaughter them and kill dozens, you know, per hour with the drink zones. You can reliably find them, and the biggest thing is the aggression. I almost just wish they'd flee. To maybe that would be a better solution. Because the aggression's way cooler when it's a sneak attack. When you see them and you're like, alright, come attack me. It's not quite the same. Save the Snow Leopards commercial? I've never seen that. Huh. Would you like skull mounts in the game? I would love that. My brother, and I think he's actually not doing it this fall because they just had a baby, but my brother has done European mounts for the last maybe like 5 years, so he's done, I thought 4 for me, maybe 3. Oh yeah, 3 for me because the one I got shoulder mounted. But yeah, and when I, like, growing up, that wasn't something anyone in my family did. Like, we would do the skull plate mounts, or if it was a big enough one, it was shoulder mounted. I really like skull mounts. I wish they'd put them in the game. Any new rares? Just the red variant tar. Any interesting kills or anything good? Just a tar. Red is apparently a rare, so at least there was that. I did shoot it in the butt, but it's fine. Skull mounts look so cool. They do, and they're, I think to me, like, it's a better display than a skull plate mount. I've got 3 skull plate mounts here in the room, and I've got Well, it was supposed to be 4 Euro mounts, but one's in the hall right now. I think the Euro mounts just like it. It's a bigger, like, cooler display of it, but it's not nearly the price of a shoulder mount. You know, a good Euro mount probably is $100 or less. My brother charges less than that, but he doesn't charge me personally, so I don't know exactly what he charges. Skull mounts make average bucks look way more impressive. That's actually very true, because I shot that one in 2022. The one I shot with my gun at 7 yards, the old 7-yard shark. I thought it was a bigger buck than it was. So I shot him, he went down, I went over there, and I was like, oh, that's not the deer I thought it was. But I was so happy with it, I was so proud of it, you know, whole thing. My brother did the Euro mount of it, and it comes back, and it's like, that doesn't look nearly as pathetic as it looked, you know, when I thought it was a different deer, so that's good. Yours is 120? That's still a pretty reasonable price, though. And that's like a fifth of a shoulder mount. Keegan, thank you for subscribing. And Kiwi Farmer, thank you as well. I really appreciate that, man. Imagine a diamond tiger with a great one's skull under its paw. Great one's skull under its paw. What do you mean? This just in, our early access trophies are... Wait, our early access trophies are... Because EW boosted the trophy spawn rates. Oh, somebody say that now? I can say... I mean, if I hunted... Let me look at my Steam hours. That'll give me a better idea. I'll give you as much info as I can. So in the last 2 weeks, I have 80 hours in Hunter Call of the Wild. We have had early access for 10 days, so I'd say, honestly, probably 60 hours on this map, if not a few more. If I hunted 60 hours on any map, I would probably have more than 8 diamonds and like 3 rares. Like, to me, these are completely normal rates. Now, when all those videos come out in a couple of days, it looks like it's insane, but as you said yesterday... Oh, it's on my Diamond Tiger video. Excellent. As you said yesterday, there's so many hours behind the scenes that nobody's seeing. I actually... Not that I cut it out of the video because I was like... Mel. I just... Well, for one, it was 2 a.m. and I was trying to edit stuff down. But I also used... So, I've talked about this before. When I use on-stream clips... in videos that I want to put suspenseful music behind, there's a program that uses AI to remove the background music and just keep the vocals. So anyway, I did all that, and what I stripped away with the vocals stopped before you explained the whole, like, yeah, we've had access for like 9 days by now, like, there's a lot of hours. Anyway, it does make it look like, oh my god, these guys it's been like 3 days and these guys have every diamond in the game already, or every diamond on the map, and they have all the rares. Like, I get why it looks that way, but there's seriously so much time in it. What's up, Casey? No diamonds, but a rare tar. Red variant. Exactly, I'm literally trying to explain that to them. By Friday we had early access for 9 days. Yeah, we've never had access this long. This is... I think the longest early access period, and I think it shows. Like, minus my first hunt, which had a troll yak, every video I've put out has a diamond or a rare in it, which I'm very proud of. Like, that was pretty much my point, my goal, I should say. And across, it's taking me about 8 hours of play to get a diamond or rare. Well, no, 8 hours of play to get a diamond-ish. Diamond or rare, bring it down to maybe 6. Is there a reason you use kilos and kilometers? So it literally comes down to the predecessor to this game, the Hunter Classic. A lot of the weight estimates and stuff are the same, so like a max weight whitetail track in Classic is 85 to 100 kilos, same as this game. A max weight elk track is up to 500 kilos, same as this game. Max weight moose, 620. The list goes on and on. Blacktail's 95 in both. Red deer 240, wild boar 240, etc. I already knew all those weight estimates from playing years of Classic before this game came out, and rather than relearn all the weight estimates in pounds, I just stuck with it. And the other thing is the game is designed for metric. Like, my zero ranges are 150, 75, and 300, as opposed to... Where do they even keep that now? Is it gameplay? As opposed to 328, 164, and 82. And back in the day, they were just conversions, though it is. It used to have, it'd be like 364.48, like, kind of awkward distances. So that, I appreciate the cleanness of the metric things, too. Terry and Kickin' it, thank you guys for subscribing. Appreciate that. Is Hunter Classic and Call of the Wild the same creator? So, like, it's the same developer, same umbrella company, parent company. Technically, a different company made Classic all the way back in 2008, 9. It came out in 09. I'm sure they were making it for years before that. It was a thing for a couple of years. It was basically failing, as I understand it, and then Expansive Worlds bought it and pretty much made it what it's into today. There's no way that game's still alive 15 years later if Expansive Worlds didn't pick it up. EW developed the Hunter Call of the Wild from scratch, though. Wish there was a 225 meter zero? More zeroing ranges would be interesting. If you added one, I would mess up a lot of diamonds. Not because more zeroing isn't good, but because I'm so used to, okay, I'm at 75, I need to be to 150, 2 clicks. Now when there's 225, by reflex, I'm going to end up at 300 by accident and shoot stuff in the spine. But I assume there would be, like, the option. 225 is a weird, like, is an awkward distance. It would be good to have the zeroing. What's up, Bree? This weather's making your head hurt? I feel you. I have not felt quite as well today. Want to fish this evening, but it's just so hot. Other than watering the garden, I don't have much intention of spending much of the day, much of the evening outside. Even at 9 o'clock, it's going to be like 75 degrees. You saw me in Gotham today wearing a bat suit? How'd you know that was me? That was my disguise. That's an alright one. This, by the way, is where we screwed up the diamond blue sheep. Might just jump in my parents' pool. Actually, speaking of that, my parents got their pool opened up and got the water, you know, in much better shape. Maybe I'll go up there this week. Shadow doesn't like when I go in there, though, because she's too afraid to jump in the pool. But she hates that she can't get to me. Do you have plans to go hunting outside the U.S.? It's not something I at least have, you know, plans of in the near future. I wouldn't say I wouldn't do it, but it's not like a major goal for me either. 60 in Minnesota? Alright, I'm coming to Minnesota. I'm bringing my laptop. Get ready. In Bearcat? I don't know where Swapsies is. I might be a little bit stupid. Alright, 7. 8. I'm starting to be able to recognize 8s. 8s are usually those vertical horns. At least I can, you know, say I've learned a little something from shooting hundreds of these stupid things. They're not stupid, but you get it. Outside of the US, me and Canada? That one, I'd say, is at least more likely. I wasn't gonna shoot you, but, well, if you come over here. For the sake of hunting pressure, we can only kill one. I tried. Ah! Rude. Always loved that the Nagan didn't aim perfectly. I know it bothered me. I screwed up a couple of diamond feral goats not thinking about it. Getting Mufasa? Oh no. Do you spend more time running lake to lake or tracking animals? Probably running lake to lake in the grand scheme of things, I'd imagine. What rarity is the tiger furs? We don't really know for sure. I'm kind of thinking like the rares. So keep in mind, if you remember back to the thing where they like revealed all the tiger rares, there were, I think, 7 rares and 2 very rares or something like that. So I think the rares are going to be similar to piebald fallow deer. Not like you see one every hunt, but maybe a little more common than some of the other rares in the game. I think the very rares will be more like albino or mellow fallow deer, where they're really hard to come by. Alright, maybe we'll visit these lakes down here. Where's the new tiger emote? I know, I gotta get on that. Nice, Benson. Why, when you reload, you toss your mag up, then catch it? Do I do it with this gun? I'm about to find out. I know he does it with the 338. Well, I was gonna shoot into the air, but we might as well try to kill something and then we'll learn. Is that meant to say, can I get a holy? Is this... Holly Jolly Christmas. Is this map on pace to be better than Layton? I think it can be. I really do. I don't think I've been this, like... I just said I have like 60 hours in early access. I've never done that. I think that says a lot about this map. And I'm like, you know, I have a whole bunch of videos. I could be doing a tiger guide right now, but I want to play the map. I want to stream it. Because I like it. I think it's that good. Video just dropped? Oh my god, it's 5 o'clock. Okay. Well, I can't stream a whole lot longer. Maybe 30 to 40 minutes. Alright, there's some yak. Wait. Oh, I didn't even know this lake was here. Nice. It's a decent 7. So whenever we shoot one of these, I want to watch the reload animation. I guess that's going to be the one, because I don't see much of anything else special. Do I throw the mag? Not with this gun. But with the 338 I do. So that's coming from perks, handguns, lightning hands. I have tier 3. Reloading fast can be the difference between sometimes making a follow-up shot on a diamond that you screwed up and letting it get away. Can be the difference between 3 kills and 4 kills in a zone when you're grinding. All kinds of stuff I find it useful for. 12 hours till release. We're getting close. Thanks for tagging Aaron. I don't want him to miss any of the early access content. If you guys are in Discord, poor Aaron. I don't even remember what he asked for me to stop pinging him, so he's had like 100 pings since then. It does not do it with the ARs. Yeah, it must be just the 338. Alright, now we'll go down to these lakes. 12 hours going by much quicker with this stream. If I didn't, like, legit, if I didn't have a tiger guide to make, I probably would just stream all night. Not literally all night, but till midnight or something. I don't think rares are more easy, boo. Like Mel just said, we've had access for like 10 days now. I've got about 60 hours on the map. Mel's got over 100. I'd imagine most of the content creators that you've watched kill rares also have a ton of hours on the map. I'm not sure that tiger rares are like supremely rare, but I still think they're rare. And diamonds and stuff, like I have 8 diamonds in 60 some hours. That's low compared to if I were to run around Layton right now. If I ran around Layton for 60 hours, I could get at least 8 diamonds. Smuzz, thank you for subscribing. Been watching you since 2091. Heck, you're mad, eh? Hey, Matthew. Nothing too crazy. Mel will get better internet? I know. Mel needs to stream. Imagine Mel streaming her grinds. Really get a grasp of how many hours go in. Should be 5 a.m. Eastern, Mass. 60 hours on Quattro is like 25 diamonds? Probably more. 25 is probably a decent number. One every hour and a half. 2076, Flinter was in his prime. Do you guys do that when you were kids? When you were like 3 years old, you'd be like, when I was 10, I did this. Me and my siblings used to do that. My parents hated it. What was that? Oh, was it you? Ah, I shot too high. And gone. Kyla does sing on stream, it's true. One artist in particular. Toby Keith. I said Toby Keith, you didn't even hear me. What are the guns next to some of our names mean? Means you're a member of the channel, so at some point, assuming you didn't do that yourself, you will have a membership gifted to you, or had one. Do I know Zach Bryan? I know of him. Is Leighton Lake still your favorite map? It's losing its grip. Kyla loves Red Solo Cup? I know. You gotta hear her.
Red Solo Cup. That's what my soul said.
You can sing the rest. You could proceed to party. We used to, when that song came out, we played that so much. So dumb. Love me some Toby? Same. Like, you hear her in the back. Like, a couple days after he passed, I was driving back home from my parents, which is a lot of, like, back roads. And I was just blasting, like, some of my favorite Toby Keith songs. Do you like old country? Some of it. Like, Hank Williams Jr. I actually like Hank Williams Sr. stuff. I'll listen to some Waylon Jennings. A lot of it just does, you know, it's not what I was, like, raised with or whatever. Did you ever do a video on mallards? When they first came out, I did quite a few. I think I killed a diamond mallard release day that I was super proud of. Now you got Red Solo Cup in my head. It's not a bad thing to have in your head. Chris Ledoux? I don't know if I know that. Can't say I recognize that one. I don't know where that guy's headed. You just made me love you even more. What's going on, bro? There's two Hank Williams Sr. songs I used to listen to a lot. One was I Saw the Light, which is just a little bouncy, like, nice song. And then Tear in My Beer is my favorite. I've already said this before, but if I'm like deer hunting by myself and I see a deer, I'm singing "There's a Deer Over Here" instead of "Tear in My Beard" to myself. It's great. Garth Brooks, you got friends in low places? I think the green eyes was a nice touch. I agree. It seems like they've done more detail with eyes and stuff, like these last couple of maps, couple of species. Oh, dang. Sevens trick me all the time. Hello, sir. That's a nice estimate. Hold up. Okay, I think we're okay. Shooting when he got stuck behind the tree was not ideal. If Morgan wasn't a singer, Arthur Morgan? Arthur! Morgan Wallen and Kenny Pickett are the same person. You know that? Ooh, close. About 6 away. Could be diamond. The biggest diamond yak I'm aware of, I think Mel shot it, was in early access here on Mythical. Mr. Morgan. Arthur does have a couple of songs on Spotify. I believe it. Do you think Greater Kudu is a good addition for the Hunter? I really hope they do Greater Kudu. Whether it's a backfill under Virunga or a future Africa map, I think Greater Kudu would be a fan favorite. Who do you think will win the Stanley Cup? Who's still in it? I don't know. Arthur, I have a plan. If I have, like, if I gotta clear my throat, my voice gets a little grovelly, it's closer to Dutch. Not right, but closer. I thought that was leucistic yak running across my screen. It was a leaf. Panthers and Oilers. Oilers. I hear their mascot's better. Gonna see Riley Green tomorrow. I don't know if I know who that is. got a pretty good Arthur Morgan after 600 hours? I bet. I don't know. I said yesterday, you're alright, boy. People said it was good. Gonna hunt tigers today? We might a little bit, but kind of running out of time here. I still wanted to kill, I guess we killed a snow leopard. Matt, thank you for subscribing. John Marston or Arthur Morgan. Marston's another one I wish I could do his voice. He has a very unique voice. He sounds like he's straining to speak all the time. Happy Meal? I thought that said Happy Meat. I'm glad I caught that at the last second. Thank you for subscribing. Happy Meat on Twitch. Thanks. How much is the new map USD? So it's $11.99, but it's going to be 20% off on all platforms when it releases, so that makes it $9.59. Flantro Tiger Roar? Absolutely not. Mistakes have been made, it'll never happen again. I figured there had to be something down here. Alright, a couple of somethings. There's probably more. Which stream did I purr in? I actually don't remember which one that was. It was a YouTube stream. 2 weeks ago, maybe? I couldn't even tell you, like, what was happening at that point. Oops. Shot the female. John's usually injured in some way, so maybe he's struggling. He might be, yeah. Got a perfect landing. I can't do that. I have a hard time making my voice do that. Can the purr be a Twitch sound alert? No, it cannot. Just made that yak breakdance? That'd be a fun edit. What map would you say you have the most hours on besides Layton? I actually might have more hours even than Layton on Virunga. There was a couple year stretch there. That was the map I hunted the most. Just violated that yak? Listen, respawns are needed around here. Alright, maybe we can go chase some tigers here. No, I'm on the wrong one, huh? Anyway, when I find the right track, and then recover it, maybe we can go and do a little bit of tiger hunting before we're done. What's up, Smokey? Been watching your vid for years, and this is the first time I could catch your stream. Awesome stuff. You deserve any and all success coming your way. Well, thank you, man. I really appreciate that. I said we have a fan meetup. If I ever go to something like the ATA again, maybe I'll actually announce it beforehand. I'm always worried that, like, more people than I expect will show up, though. I wonder if this was the one we shot. Just had to stop watching the stream and go listen to Red Solo Cup. It's a honorable thing to do when stopping the stream. Do you have 25 perk points? I don't know. I do. Oh, I think I know what you're asking me. I showed my perks earlier, and somebody was asking, like, to screenshot them. So in archery, one of the here I'll show you. Watch it not work. So if I reset my archery perks, one of these stays, I think, or used to stay. No, maybe not. Maybe it's happening in another one now. I used to have one more perk than I was supposed to. Maybe I don't anymore. Is it Klaus? Am I saying that right? I really hope I got it. Thank you for the super chat. I was thinking about your combo with Mel about tar. I think a potential solution could be a random time or drink zones that are inconsistent. Random time is something I've always wanted. Going way back, I always thought it'd be better if, sure, you know, every animal in the game drinks, but every herd drinks at a different time. So these whitetail might drink, you know, midnight to 3 a.m. The next herd at the next lake over drinks from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. or something like that. Like, just random times per herd or whatever, I think could really make for a more unique experience every time you play. Thought my math wasn't mathing? Yeah, I don't know where where it is anymore, because it was archery. It used to be like maybe the second archery perk that just auto unlocked whether I liked it or not. Bradley, thank you for subscribing. So Beard had this too, I remember. And from what I can recall, he thought like if you reset your perks a lot, which we would do back then to try to come up with the best perks to, you know, make a video on or whatever. Belly Welly, also thank you for subscribing. Anyway, yeah, we would reset our perks from time to time, whether it's to, you know, show how to activate a perk in a video, like the zeroing perk. Regardless, that seemed to sometimes give you an extra perk point. I never had the extra point, though. I just had, like I said, I think it was this, Move and Shoot, was just auto-unlocked at all times. Do you think maybe they could rename fur types for the older species? I don't know, they might. Just got here, have I missed anything? We killed a rare tar, we killed a red variant tar. So we'll probably, before we're done, take that to our second lodge and put him somewhere. Gonna try to shoot for like 15 more minutes. That way I can make a emergency trip to Walmart to get coffee creamer and honestly more Mountain Dew for streams and such tomorrow. Get the Tiger Guide done. I hope I'm not up till 2 a.m. again like I was last night getting the Diamond Tiger video done. And then get a solid couple hours sleep before we do it all over again tomorrow. Fact, never run when you're hunting. I run in real life when I'm hunting all the time. Maybe that's why I never kill anything. 24-hour stream when we get to 400k. We're cruising right now. We're moving in that direction very quickly. It's the most subscribers in, like, say, a month's time the channel was seen in, I bet, at least a year. Why do I only have 13 perks? I'm level 60? You gotta have more than that. That doesn't sound right. Hope there, Tiger, something. How much will the map be? I'm staying up till it drops. It'll be $11.99 US, but it's gonna be on sale for $9.59. I think it'll be on sale for a couple of days at that price. How big was your biggest stream? So during COVID, Te Awaroa came out. Release day stream. At that time, I don't know how many subscribers this channel had. This would have been, what, early 21? When Te Awaroa came out? Pretty sure. So we were probably at 200,000, right about. I think we'd hit 200,000 in November, so maybe 220,000 subscribers. Dee Dee's channel maybe was over 100,000. Other content creators at that time, like, you know, a lot of the other partner creators now were just starting channels. So my channel had, like, far and away the most following at that point. Couple that with COVID, we had 2,400 people at the peak. It was actually 2,452 or something, but I have a screenshot of it somewhere. Like the way you ran from the lightning? I have never run that fast in my life. That's not a good feeling. It really isn't. When you see lightning strike the ground, like, just over to the side of you, and you're, like, on a mountainside, just scrambling down there as fast as possible. Started playing when Medved came out, and that's when I started watching you. Nice. Was making stuff up now in my head. I thought I just heard a tiger. Look at all those lovely gentlemen over there. What's up, Heman? Haven't played in a while, but so excited to play this map, as you should be. It's really good. I'll be pretty surprised if I see many comments of people being, like, disappointed with it. I think the only thing could be like, oh, I thought, you know, maybe the tigers would be, they'd attack you faster or something. That's, like, the only thing I can think of. Medved release was great. So when Medved came out, that was actually right when I dropped out of college. The console release of the game was something like October 30th. Medved came out on PC maybe October 18th. So I dropped out of college like October 16th. Medvid came out and started making videos on it. And then console released 2 weeks later. That is when the channel blew up. We went from 8,000 subscribers to like 30 or 40,000 pretty quickly. And then, it's just obviously snowballed from there. I'm disappointed. I can't believe they didn't add the exclusive beetle. The dung beetle. Tiger mount poses are awesome. They're really cool. That bear single mount is so awesome. I love it. What were you studying in college? So I went to college for computer science. That was my major. In all honesty, if the way that it worked, Sports Guy, thank you for subscribing, by the way. If the way that college worked was only computer science courses and the like prerequisites, so like your calculus and all that, I'd have probably continued to do it. But the things that were driving me mad were like, I had to take a climate change class for some reason. I had to take Egyptian history, like stuff that had nothing to do with my major. And I get it, it's gen ed, like, I get it. But that was the stuff that caused me to drop out. But frankly, I'm glad I did, so it worked out. Apocalypse, thanks for becoming a Super Schuster. Appreciate the support. I don't know why the new member alerts don't work. Maybe they changed something. I gotta go through OBS, or Stream Elements even, and change it. Either way, appreciate it, man. Good to have you here. Well, Twitch didn't change their, so it makes sense. If you're gonna hunt Leighton with iron sights, what guns would you use? Well, I would definitely bring the Ganhair now. That would be my moose and elk and stuff gun. 44 lever action, maybe for deer. Coyotes. The 22-250 I think has good iron sights. And then obviously I'd go 22 AR specifically, because the AR irons are quite nice. That's when you sub Medvid release? Boy, that was quite some time ago. Appreciate you sticking around, man. Do you think making content for one game/community is a harder challenge than someone doing all kinds of games? I think they're challenging in different ways. Someone that can succeed doing videos on all kinds of games pretty much has to have like an incredibly infectious personality and just be like really good in front of a camera or a microphone or whatever. Someone who can succeed in a individual community and like only focus on that niche, they're probably, I mean, obviously they gotta be, charismatic and everything too, but one of the biggest factors in that is being good at the game, being able to help people learn how to play the game and stuff. Let's go on, Emperor Palpatine. But anyway, to answer your question, like, sometimes you can feel pigeonholed. Sometimes, like, I was playing a lot of Madden last year. I was like, I kind of wouldn't mind making Madden videos. This is the game I'm playing right now. But I know, like, people to be like, where's Call of the Wild? So it's a thing you deal with. But if you enjoy the one game you play enough, which I do, then it's not too big a hurdle. Love the consistent content. Watch your 5 p.m. vids as they drop during my lunch break at work. Oh, nice. Glad that can work out for you. Your first time in Mustier video was my deciding factor to buy the game. It's so funny, like, there were so many diamonds I should have had before the Mustier and just didn't know it. I just saw, it's one of my Steam screenshots. It's a big rack diamond elk that was probably a silver that I completely screwed up. I had no idea what I was doing. But when I finally got that diamond Mustier, like, that you said that was your deciding factor to buy the game, that was what really got me like, oh, this is cool, I can do this. And here we are, 1,000 and some odd diamonds later. That's why I don't want to reset. Like, it's been so many years and it's like all those stats that admittedly aren't counted correctly anymore. You got your Great One counter that's off by 18 in my case, my diamond counter's off by 300. But there's so much time that's gone into this one account. 2018 for... I killed my diamond musk deer like October 30th, 2018. Something like that. Has anyone played Call of the Wild the Angler? Usually, at the end of all these streams, I'll stream like the Hunter Call of the Wild for 2 hours, then the Angler for 2 or 3 hours. With this new map and early access and stuff, obviously this is the focus. Probably by next week or the week after, we'll be doing both again. How did you get a rare, and what are the spawn rates? Did they lower them? A rare what? Will you post a screenshot of where all the outposts are in your Discord by release? I can if you want. I know Mel's got a guide where she shows all that and like highlights them. That would probably be more useful. Total kills, 70,000. A little less than half of those are grind kills, if I remember right. It was 1,600 whitetail, 5,600 red deer, so that's 72. Next was fallow. That one went 6,100, so that's 13.3. Bears were around 8, would be 21,000 something. And then moose were 6 plus, so 27,000. So like 43,000 kills were just hunting, basically. The new fox have drink zones. Yes, same drink time as the old, like red fox, gray fox times. Watching your vids for 6 years, that's a long time. That really is. 4 million animals scared? Yep. Now, obviously, most of that's gunshots and ATVs and stuff, but I'm sure there's over 1 million that's just me running around. I bet you it is, Kyla. What do you enjoy playing more, the Angler or the Hunter? I enjoy playing the Hunter more. What I really love with the Angler, though, is, like, it's such a chill stream game. I love, like, hanging out on stream, and it kills... Not kills. It makes time just disappear. The amount of times I'll stream the Angler for like 2.5 hours and I'm like, I thought we've been live for like 45 minutes. I enjoy that aspect of it. So like, all of the tigers are gone? There's a bunch more places they can be, obviously. Pretty convenient we got our diamond before I can't find any. How'd you get a rare tiger, and did they lower the spawn rate? The rates will be the same as in the live game. This is basically the live build. How did I get a rare tiger? I just, pretty much anytime I saw a tiger, I shot it until one happened to show up. 66 months. That's pretty much the entire time that either my channel has been eligible for memberships, or at least, like, maybe since YouTube even made memberships a thing. Phone's having a stroke? Uh-oh. Downloading the Angler right now. Any tips, and do you play with the community and streams? Yeah, a lot of people join. Like, if you watch my last Angler video, it came out a week ago yesterday, I think? No. Maybe. Time kind of doesn't exist in my brain right now with this early access stuff. Anyway, it's the 5 diamonds on Norway. There were at least like 4 or 5 people from the chat just fishing with me, or like I was more fishing with them. They were taking me around all the good spots and stuff. But yeah. Tips, I would say, I actually have a diamond guide if you want to watch that. Tips to like level up though. Missions, daily challenges, 100% do those. And I would just say like, be willing to spend time catching small fish, because you're going to start out with equipment that can only catch small fish. And as you catch them, you're going to get more XP, more coins to buy stuff, and missions unlock some equipment. That'll help you too. I am Cameron, but I don't know when. Probably not super soon. Okay. So like, I took down my tents to use for tar. But I haven't gone this long without finding any tigers in those zones. I guess we'll try there. How do you get into multiplayer in the Angler? It should just auto put you in multiplayer. If not, go into your settings. There's a multiplayer tab and just make sure multiplayer's on. Norway's a great DLC map for the Angler. Yeah, it's really fun. I like it. Sending me some storm, better than the heat. I'll take it. Mel says, I must be tired. No. I had camp. What I miss? We did kill a rare tar earlier. I read sea fish as smelly fish. Same thing. 11 hours from the map comes out. It says on the store page. It should be like 11.5, but yeah, same difference. They should put tar on Te Awaroa. Totally agree. How long is streaming? I'm supposed to be ending any time now. I would like to find at least one tiger before we're done. What class for tigers, and can the new gun be used on them? No, so they're class 9, the new gun is 4 to 8. There's been a lot of chatter around the community as to whether or not this gun should be ethical for Class 9, and like, maybe they'll end up changing it. One day left before release, even half a day this one will be tomorrow morning. Can't wait to sleep tonight. Yeah, I need a good rest. You're the one that got me into the game in 2018, and I thought you were cheating shooting Diamond Level 2 Whitetail, and I thought they were like Blacktail, and I couldn't even get one. Back then, when so much less was known about the game, that was pretty frequent, like, oh, you're cheating, you're having your friends find diamonds, you just go and shoot them off their maps, and I'm like, nah, I just play the game a lot, that's all. Are the weapon cosmetics worth getting? If, like, you know, if it's something that interests you. I like, you know, I customize my weapons all the time. When I hunt different maps, I change the cosmetics to kind of match. You know, I'll use more desert-looking camo when I hunt Rancho. I'll use more forest camo on Layton and stuff. If that's not something you care about, then I wouldn't bother. There's some free cosmetics anyway. The update takes half an hour max download most of the time. That's not too bad. Will you collab with Zaggy or Jaxy again? We'll see. We shall see. Alright, like, my guess is that there's probably multiple tigers drinking at a lake somewhere. That will eventually happen. Question is, can we find it? I downloaded Classic a long time ago, but never really played it much till I found your channel, then my laptop died? Go figure, huh? My soul is melting, please send snow. We spent the first 3 hours up there. Oh, we're 3.5 hours in. Yeah, something like that. 3 hours plus up there in the mountains with the snow just to try to, you know, at least convince our brains it's cooler than it really is. What type of rare tar? So it's the red variant. It's probably the least cool rare, but it is a rare. Well, according to what I'm told, it's a rare. Mel has shot far more tar than me. What's the time in PA? It is 5:31 p.m. Better get real life hunting vids this deer season. That's the plan. I really want to I really want to do in-season videos this year. It's so hard to do. Like, you know, especially in the rut. Like, I gotta edit tonight. What I really want to do is go to bed so I can wake up early and hunt the next day. So there's a balance, but we'll see. No version of the floof isn't cool? That's fair. Flinter for the Bengal Tigers is white, one of the variations. Yes. I think the variations are... So there's like the common orange. White, pseudo-melanistic white, and there's two variations of that. Pseudo-melanistic orange, and there's two variations of that. Golden, white stripeless, albino, and melanistic. I think I got them all. What would you think of Velvet Antlers? I'd love if they added that. Maps like, maybe Silver Ridge Peaks. It's not really set in the fall necessarily. So Mule Deer and Velvet would be so cool. IRL hunting livestream. It might be doable on YouTube. I know for sure Twitch is terms of service. You cannot... You can stream the hunt. You can't... If you shoot the thing on stream, you're breaking terms of service, basically. I don't know that I want to, you know, push that boundary on YouTube. It'd be a shame to get the channel, you know, smoked over that. Later, J-Tech. Gotta go, great stream. Appreciate it, man. White straplets and all black tigers do not exist in real life, so it's cool to hunt them in-game. Yeah, I think it's a neat idea. I love the white stripeless look. Albino is my favorite, but white stripeless looks awesome. In a way, didn't you discover herd management with the Cape Buffalo back in the day? No. So one of my moderators, he probably hasn't played the game, at least not that I know of, in years, but he was the one that was doing the Cape Buffalo thing. I was probably the first person to do any videos on the idea. We did it with whitetail. I don't know if we called it herd management. I don't know. But the premise was exactly what people do today. I never had any success with it. I didn't do it on a large enough scale for it to work. But when, like, in all honesty, like when I saw, his name was Paul, the moderator. When I saw the success he was having with Cape Buffalo, I kind of stopped saying anything about it because I was like, I'm not sure if the game's intended to be played this way. Now, according to EW, since then it is, but yeah, I kind of moved away from it, if anything, at that point. I think Grim was technically the first person to use the term herd management. I'll have to go back and look at my old videos and streams where I did it. I think I might have just called it management. Are diamond crocs hard to find, or are they a common diamond? I'd say they're more common. I've always just picked 10 of my favorite spots and then shoot them all repeat. I know you had an insane, was it a red deer grind? You had an insane something grind. But generally that has been what's worked best for me too. Did I do a video with capes? I may have, I don't know. What's up, Bentley? Rhino's way too much, needs to be class 13, I like it. Graham brought up unlocking all drink zones. It gave certain instructions like shoot 2 males if you can. It gave 4 into what herd management term meant. His reasoning was not always sensible, but a lot of what he did actually did make sense. You know, there was the whole like, if you're killing a bunch of diamonds, leave your Xbox on overnight until you play again the next day because you're on a heater and you don't want to ruin that. That's not a thing in the game. Doesn't make any sense. He also said, like, the game can't handle respawns if you shoot more than 2. It's not like an 8-bit Game Boy game. Like, I'm sure it can handle the respawns. However, I'm not saying he was wrong. His reasoning was not right. But it ended up being actually logical things to do. Can you show where you start initially on this map when you first load in? It's like here, I think. You're on this road, and then you go south a bit, and that's the main lodge there. No, I lied. This is the main lodge. So you must spawn like here. When are you going to play Way the Hunter? I'm not sure. Hopefully soonish. I want to check out those new weapons. What time exactly? Like 5 a.m. Eastern. What next animal should be able to go aggressive? Geese. As far as something in the game, I think we're pretty much good. Maybe down the road. I know hyenas could be neat. Kind of wolf-like mechanics. The Fabled Heater. Do you know if other DLCs are going to be on sale? I'm not aware of that, but maybe. They've done it before, as far as I know. It's 4 a.m., not 5? No, I thought it was 4 Central. You guys are confusing me. Bears should be more aggressive. I do agree with that. They're kind of a letdown. Something with a pack of 30? A whole herd of wildebeest just stampede you. Gotta get a diamond yak with the bow? Man, as much as they seem to troll, that could be a thing where you spend a lot of time stalking trolls and sticking arrows in their lungs. Okay, like, where are they all at? Because I'm running out of ideas. I know over here's typically good. What would you think of an Amazon rainforest map? I think it could be neat. I don't know what all species they'd be able to add to it, though. You tell me you gotta stay up till 4 a.m., or maybe just go to sleep and wake up early. That might be my plan. Might as well change the time if we're gonna go. What's up, Logan? We're pretty much moving towards the end of the stream, so we spent the first, like, half hour chasing a snow leopard around. It was a max weight estimate 1. Happened to be a level 7, unfortunately. Then about 2 hours of setting up tents in what I perceive to be halfway decent tar zones, because we're probably going to do some tar Great One grinding tomorrow. And then, I don't know, 30 minutes down here trying to get a tiger to attack. It ain't working. Can't find one. Is EDT the same as ET? In some context, at least, I think so. someone remove my comment? I didn't see a comment come up to where like that I then would have seen it go away. Ocelots, maybe anacondas? What about ocelotls? We need elephants. I think they've said the engine can't handle it, but I'd love if they would add them. I think it could be cool. So do the tigers respawn? Yes, they absolutely respawn. I've shot... There's 16 tigers on a map, right? I've shot about 100 by now. So they do respawn. Now, as far as like their drink zones, and I'm going to show this in the tiger guide, you can get it to where there's multiple tigers drinking at the same lake. That does not mean that their home ranges are overlapping or anything. It just means their zones move. Their respawn zones move. So let's say you have a tiger that drinks here and you shoot it, and then maybe it moves down here and you shoot it, and then it moves over here and you shoot it, and maybe it ends up here. And you don't know they drink here. I think this was the exact lake where that happened to me. Then you have another one that's over on this side, like where we're going now. You shoot it here, and then its respawn moves over here, and then up here, and then to this lake. You can have multiple drinking at the same lake. That will eventually happen. Their home ranges are still distinct. Like during their feed and rest zones, they're going to move away from those spots. But there's limited drinking opportunities, different, locations. So that just kind of happens. What are you hunting? I'm trying to get one tiger before we wrap up the stream. I've not had this much issue getting a single one to attack before. Eventually, I'm going to have to give up and shoot something else. Best shotgun of the game? I guess, in theory, the 10-gauge semi-auto they released with the high-caliber pack, but I wouldn't say it's, like, far and away the best. Yeah, I agree, Clark. It'll be interesting to see, like, what they managed to do with that. What guns should we bring for the new map? I was saying earlier, I think the 300 AR is like a must, if you have it, or like the 300 bolt, or whatever your substitute for that would be. The 7mm seems like a good option. TAR are pretty tough. The 7mm bolt, you could bring the single shot, I guess, obviously, too. And then I'd go 243 and 22. Now, I like the Ganhair rifle a lot. I'm carrying it. That's kind of messing with my loadout. I have the 22H to be able to get foxes, muntjac, and rabbits and geese. But you could go like the 22 LR and the 243 and get the same result. Do you think they should give the tiger AI to all big cats? It really wouldn't make a lot of sense. Tigers are pretty unique in the way that they hunt. Like lions don't hunt like that. If you wanted to give it to mountain lions or whatever, that kind of works, but that's not really how mountain lions hunt either. I think it'd have to be unique AI for each. Do you think they'll change the tent glitch? It's not a glitch. Apparently it's an intended thing. I think they will revert it, but I don't know when. Like, to me, like, when it comes to what's intended gameplay by the devs, they've said herd management's intended, right? So, like, the min-maxing, whatever you want to call it. I cannot foresee that placing tents right on top of animal zones, fast traveling, and shooting them before they run away is at all intended gameplay. I don't get why we don't have red deer. What you mean? What's up, Glowstick? Need the Varmint 22-250. Oh, would it be worth it? Yeah, it'd be about as good an option as the 243. Could certainly put that in there instead. Alright, if there ain't a tiger here... Which... Ah, good. Just a level 6, but at this point, we will probably get him in a wrap up, because I need to make a tiger guide. Look how far up there he's going to get around us. Oh, coming back down. Disappearing a little bit. And I lost him. That's probably bad. Finding a mellow tiger at night? Can you imagine? Like, that would be terrifying. I do want to hunt these guys at night, but, finding time to do all the content that we have done has been difficult. I haven't heard him growl yet. We gotta be getting close to him. Unless he fled? They will flee at times, but not usually. Hello? These are the scary ones when they get out of sight on you. Where did I last have him spotted? Right up here. There's his track. He's around us. That, or like I said, he took off. Just slap a tripod down? That would probably work, to be honest. I heard a footstep. Just gonna keep this in my hand for now. Just now. Where did he go? There's a... Oh, no, he's still here. I thought... God. Adirondack Fishing, thank you for the super chat. New York's better than PA. I guess I'll get... Oh, God. I saw him last second. We hit him. That scared me. It can still happen. They can still spook you. Kitty litter incoming? Honestly. Wonder if we hit him any kind of decent. Probably not. You suck? Thank you. I heard him on my right. And I really did at some point. And I looked and I didn't see him, so I was like, alright, he must be over there. That was actually cool. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can hunt them a lot. And you can think you have it figured out. But sometimes they disappear. And they'll get you. Like, if you can't locate them quickly, a lot of times I find you die. Don't think it was a good shot, it wasn't dropping? Yeah, I don't think it was great. I wonder... We could probably get them to attack again. Do they attack again? Guy rattled you at the last second? When I finally saw him, I definitely, like... panicked. Most underrated gun in the game? I think the 243. A common thing I'll see is like, what DLC should I get? I only have the starter gun. It's like, the 243 is actually good. Great Ones killed it for me, but Tiger attacks are bringing me back. I like that it's dynamic. That, like, they don't... It's not like they have, you know, literally limitless things they can do. But they don't do the same thing every time. It keeps it fresh. Drop my sandwich on the ground? Stop! Could have dropped my croissant. The tall grass will be the death of me. That's where that white pseudo-mela stalked us from. That was really cool. DD's vid on the Hunter Classic was awesome with you. Which was that? I'm kind of intrigued to see if this guy will attack us again. Like, now that he's wounded. Because we did hit him. Hope last-gen console can run this map well. Well, I guess we'll see. I have said, like, in the mountains there are areas I lag. Diamond for Wildebeest, 37.6, I think. That one change alone could totally revitalize Africa. I agree. Okay, he was right in here. Maybe this is where he's taken off from. Run. Alright, I'm going to turn my headset up so I know if he growls again. So, when I've tracked tigers that I've spooked, it typically doesn't take long, and they come and attack me. One that's hit, although I don't see any blood. But I'm sure he looked hit. I don't know if that'll change it. Now I'll walk. I wonder if he's back in his zone. Trot. Long as it's not Rancho. Yeah, that was bad. Rancho was really bad. I think he's going to be right. I just saw him, didn't I? Or was that an orange flower? I don't think he's at his zone. Can you go over here? Looks like it. Run. So I guess he's going to spook again now. What's up, Jamin? Anything good yet? We killed a rare tar earlier. We're chasing a tiger that killed us. And I'm hoping he's going to go... See, this is fresh, so... Yeah, I'm a little confused. Hopefully he just comes back. Did you get your Diamond Mail Gunsblock? No. Oh, you got one. Nice. We'll get back to that eventually, but I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. Okay, we got walk tracks again. I'd say like 9 times out of 10 if you alert them. Ah, there he is. You can almost trick me into thinking he's golden there. The underside of him looks really light. Alright, since we already got the attacking animation, I think this time we'll just get him. What I will be curious to know is, did we actually hit him? Because I'm beginning to think we didn't. But anyway, boy, it's almost 6 o'clock. We're going to take our tiger here and wrap up the stream. What was the rare tar? It was the red variation. Any luck yet? As far as tigers, we at least finally got this one to attack us twice because he killed us the first time. Beige. Oh, black buck. Now we missed it. I thought for sure we clipped him. 51 scoring gold, a 1 kilometer track. Not a bad way to wrap up the stream. So, yeah, tomorrow should be fun. We'll see how things go. I gotta get the tiger guide done. I gotta record a video for probably Wednesday. Hopefully tomorrow's gonna be tiger guide, and hopefully a good bit of streaming. Tar grinding, maybe hunting around the map. We shall see. On that note, that's gonna do it for this one. As always, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all the support. And I will see you in, hopefully, tomorrow's video and streams. Bye.